Okay.
All right.
I'm not gonna win, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
There's only one thing I remember. Oh, two things actually.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
we arrived back in town, and we, after some of our usual just kind of dicking about, we set about settling Borales' affairs to some degree. The bar ownership was swiftly given over to the barmaid Tilda. And then we had to meet with the guy who we met before, who ran the underground drug ring. Or he wasn't the drug guy, but he ran the fight ring and stuff. And the mob who knew Borales. And we had a little meet and greet with him before, and with Ahmad as well. They had some words and some fists, and then some words again.
And probably some sexual tension.
Well, maybe a little. We weren't there. Maybe we'll discover that later. And then we met up. A member of Nefa's troop came to search for her because apparently she's been AWOL. And she's been AWOL on her search for the true Goya beans.
No, don't let me in with that.
And so then there was another important mission, I think, or something that she was in need of. So the group followed her coworker Argo, who Grimlock has an interesting relationship with, in that he is a target of vengeance for an undisclosed reason as of yet.
I don't think.
And we left off after talking with the leader of whatever merchant group or whatever Nefa was part of, and then we set off to another location, which I forgot the name of.
Okay, but what about the Pergenic crisps?
We have many flavors, including one that gives people instant diarrhea.
That's what I'm talking
Nia
about.
and Grimlock both personally tried out first to test its veracity. And they discovered it was they do it, they do.
Yeah, that shit's gnarly.
Yeah, and we have other flavors, but we are quickly dwindling because Nia's a fiend. We're out here fighting real drug lords, but the problem was at home. in the potato chip aisle.
Hey, I'm a growing lady. All right.
We gotta save the streets. I don't have a problem. All right, yeah, awesome. Okay, thank you, Ben.
Growing lady.
I think I got most of it.
Yeah, you pretty much got all of it. The only thing, like Ahmad, I guess.
Yeah, I left out details because I didn't remember them.
Yeah. Ahmad, basically, he investigated the book you guys found in that weird underground bedchamber under the Guardian.
You mean the falafel guy?
Yes, the falafel guy. We are aware. Effectively, after he looked into it, he couldn't decipher a ton of it and gave it back to y'all before leaving to finish whatever pilgrimage he was on. But he did mention that the text seemed to belong to one Atum Alafari, who, just from like your brief recollections, you remember to be somewhat of an old scholar sultan, although a lot of the details about his rule are kind of hazy. But yeah, no, give yourself a D6 inspiration die for that one, Ben.
Cool. There's even a button for that in D&D Beyond.
Got the perfect warlock. But yeah.
I'm inspired.
Last we left off, you guys were talking with Kavor, the leader of the camp. He welcomed Nefa back, explained that while she'd been gone, there had been some sightings of another figure in a yellow hood. Probably not dissimilar from the one you guys encountered back in town. The strange thing about that is, obviously, like, the events line up at the same time. So, after bringing Nefa and the rest of you in, he explained that this figure was seen around. People were starting to go missing. And since Nefa wasn't here, he wants to trust her to try and maybe find a source of it. How much he trusts her is still kind of up in the air, but it seems mostly genuine. For now, you guys were leaving off in conversation after having just discovered that. And Kavor kind of, he fixes himself up, sits back down for a moment and goes, well, I'd like to leave that all to you if at all remotely possible. But, Quite frankly, I'm not sure if I really have any leads. The sightings have been around the camp, but overall, pretty erratic. I suppose you could start by asking folks around the camp. Try to gather up as much info as possible. We're having a huffla tonight, a bit of a gathering. There'll be food, drinks, people might be a bit distracted, maybe a bit more loose-lipped, depending on who you're talking to. But see what you can find out. I know it's not a lot to go on, but what I have.
All right. Thank you.
It
We will get
seems
on
to
that.
be a theme of this place. Tasks with little in the way of information.
Yeah, so I've heard. But rest assured, I'm not just asking all of you to do this for free. If you all still intend to work with Nefa, I'm sure I can compensate you.
I would like to activate Divine Sense.
Divine Sense? Remind me what that does quick.
Detect good and evil till the end of my next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 4 times per long rest.
Okay.
Does that include Fae?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you sense me.
Alright, so you feel a big glow from Cassian. Other than that, you said Hollowed Fiend or Undead?
Hollow, Celestial, Fiend, Undead.
Celestial Undead. You don't
So
you don't sense anything else in the camp. But for some reason, well, it doesn't seem to line up with the main reaction you would normally get from using the spell. You're starting to feel weird tinglings from the skull Nefa has had on her belt for the last while, Moro. And it seems to kind of stray off towards her, but you're not sure if that's really just a product of Moro being on her hip or some other weird thing. Other than that,
I already know she's evil because she does magic death stuff. So
right.
I do a lot of necromancy.
No, but other than Moro and Cassian, nothing else in the area right now.
okay,
Kavor seems to check out.
I'm gonna go over here, hang out with these dogs.
Okay.
I don't think that is my own.
I guess since we're detecting things, I'll also use detect portal.
A portal. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was super helpful. Also,
Anything I detect the distance and direction of the closest planar portal within a mile.
Nothing here.
Okay.
Here yet.
Mark that off.
You were just you were heading over here, Nia?
yeah, I'm just over there with the dogs.
Oh, they're just like okay, the dogs over here. I think those are camels, but I have no clue.
Oh, maybe they're camels.
We're gonna say they're dogs.
They're camel dogs.
They're camel dogs.
Oh, we Avatar now. Okay.
Yeah, they're just kind of here resting, lapping up water. You can see that a caravan that just recently came in, including the one that brought you in, is carted off to the side and parked. You can assume that these guys were either with the one that wasn't with you, or they're just kind of like around the camp resting. But they're probably used when the raiders go out looking for goods to sell.
Who's this guy? He's got to be evil, right?
Oh, yes. Okay, so the layout of the camp.
Jafar.
the layout of the camp, which at this point, Nefa would also know, is that outside of like the average like raiders and other merchants around town, there is Argo over here who brought you guys in, who's one of the 3 vice captains alongside Nefa, and then there's Ulrich, who is kind of private to himself mostly, but his camp is he's one of the other vice captains. His tent is off over here.
Okay, so the vice captains are those 2 in Nefa.
Yeah.
Right, now I can look straight ahead.
But yeah, now as you guys like emerge back out from Kavor's tent, the sun's starting to set a little bit. You can see that like the entire area is coated in like these strange gems that are kind of like placed in the sky and creating this thin, almost like electric sheet of energy surrounding the area, almost like a kind of barrier.
Yeah.
This is like a system that Kavor himself keeps in place to keep the surrounding encampment kind of like free of the local wildlife. It's one trick he has in his repertoire. He's good at setting up these kind of impromptu living arrangements by using the barrier as the centerpiece and keeping any unwanted aggressors out. At the very least, if something can go past the barrier, he'll be alerted. So everyone's able to move pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the encampment, like, people are starting to come back from their goings about during the day, either coming back from towns where they're selling stuff off or coming back from raids to nearby locations where they might find worthwhile wares to sell. From what you can tell, Argo seems to have retreated back to his tent. You haven't checked in with Ulrich's yet. And I think I forgot to add his their token on this map. But there's one other person of note. Oh my god, I didn't download it. Whatever. This is supposed to be a half orc, but we're just gonna roll with it. Yes, there's Lubs, one of the primary top merchants of the Sand Raiders. They kind of travel around. They're like this. You can see them off in the distance since they're not in their tent yet, but they're this dark-skinned, half-orcish figure. Pretty muscular features, very short hair. But they just came back from what seems like a pretty solid day of selling stuff out. They have a pretty hefty sack with them in their cart. And they would have off to Neffa in the distance. Oh, Neffa! You're back! When did you get in?
Last night, was it?
About an hour ago.
Okay, about an hour ago. Sorry, it's been a long time.
Come here! It's been a while. Let's catch up for a second.
All right, let's.
Yeah, so Lubs is pretty outwardly friendly. They're going to usher in the rest of you also. Oh, are you guys with Neffa? Come on, come over here. Let's have a chat. I have some drinks. I have some snacks.
With is a strong
Oh man,
word.
you said
Are the-
magic words for these guys.
Are the camel dogs big enough to ride?
Oh my god.
Not for you. Grimlock,
Damn it.
yes.
Hell yeah.
Notes
Okay.
for later.
I come over.
Now he's taking the 2 levels in fighter to get Cavalier.
I come over smelling a little bit like camel dog. I'm like, Grimlock, you gotta come over to these dogs, man.
Wait,
Yeah, what's
don't
the
leave
big
me.
idea?
Come on, look, the camel dogs.
Yeah, I kind of like
Camel
that.
dogs.
What are they like?
The camel dogs? They are largely. So imagine one size smaller than your average kind of. What's the word? Oh, okay, one size smaller than your average dire wolf. They've got these like mostly doggish faces, but once you get to like the end of the snout, they kind of like go into like the more camely, like fatter lips, and they go from time to time. They still got
Gross.
one big hump on their back, which you assume is used for storing water. You're not sure. It stores something.
Right.
And rather than
Murderous
the
intent.
normal paws they have like kind of these sharper, almost like 3-pronged hooves for getting around the sand. Almost like they've kind of adapted to the warmer climate.
Sweet. Yeah, man, they got hooves.
Their furs
They're
range
dogs with hooves.
from like dark browns to dark blacks. There's one gray one off to the side.
I try and take Grimlock over to the gray one.
Okay.
Which one is the gray one, dude? Is it this one?
It's this guy over here, actually.
Oh shit! All right. All right, I'm gonna put Grimlock on top of the gray one.
Okay, so you get to the gray one, and the gray one looks like it's seen some shit, right? So it's
PTSD camel dog.
it's got like a scar on its left eye, but it can still see
God.
through the eye. It's got like this like grumpy, sullen expression. It looks like
All right, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
Hey,
What do you want?
My friend here is gonna kill himself unless he gets a ride, and I'm sure you don't want that to happen. And I just thought you look like someone who is really respected here and really kind of like fraternal to the rest of the camp here. So I thought that you'd be the best person to ask about that.
I hate it here.
Bones, no. Death is not the answer.
Okay, if you give him the ride, I'll get you out of here.
I don't want to leave.
Oh. All right, can you still give my friend that ride though?
Feed me.
Sure. Do you have anything in particular that you eat?
I said feed me.
Okay. I look around for the nearest source of food.
That's fair. Yeah.
At first glance, you gaze around looking for like barrels or fruits or something, but then you see the food bowls rested at the foot of them already. It's still eating. It's got plenty left in its bowl.
Yeah, that's not what it asked.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
It said to feed me, not that it didn't have food already.
I'll go get the nearest source of food and bring it to the dog.
Sure, there's like a couple. There's like a barrel with some stacked to the top. It looks like an assortment of mangoes, some melons.
Cool. Yeah, I'll bring it like a mango and a melon.
Okay.
All right, here you go. All right, I'll put the mango in its mouth. All right, I'll smash the melon lightly and then start feeding it chunks. And I'll look over to Grim like, get on the fucking dog. Get on the fucking dog.
Are you sure? This doesn't seem
Get
like
on
he likes.
the fucking dog. While I'm feeding it.
I'll just say, alright, fuck it. I'll try to get on the camel dog.
Okay. Not providing much resistance right now. You can get on top of it. Just goes-
Not right now.
You fit pretty comfortably. It's surprisingly cozy.
Okay.
Their fur is very soft.
All right, now here's my plan, Grimlock. We're gonna. This guy clearly knows. Wait, you're over here. Sorry. This guy clearly knows all of what's going on in this camp, right? So I figure if we take the head dog, it'll lead us to something cool, right? Because it's the head dog. Look at it; it's great.
I'm not sure if that's how that works, Nia, but why don't we just buy him?
Look, you tell me to use my head, and I use my head, and now you. That's not what you want me to do.
No, that's not.
I'm
no.
trying, Grimlock. All right.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
the smashing stuff is fine, right? But like sometimes I want to be the big. I want to be Mr. Brains.
Cassian's
All right.
standing somewhere in between them and Nefa, just rubbing his temple.
Also,
All right, we'll do it your way. We'll do it your way.
Also, guys, I started streaming the music because I realized I forgot that in the chaos. Go on. Sorry. All right, so you're on the dog now, Grimlock?
I am on the dog.
Okay. So you're on its back. It like shakes around for a bit. It goes taking off around the corner of the camp, staying within the confines of the barrier. But this thing's zooming. I need you to roll a strength check.
I sprint after it. Also,
Okay, make an athletics check to see if you keep up. Actually,
Have they started serving food and drinks yet?
it looks like it's getting to be about that time. Right now, you two
Wood
are.
offered us some, but
Yeah, right now you guys are with Lubs, so Lubs kind of welcomes you in. Oh, well, okay. I guess those two are a bit busy. But how have you been, Nefa? I haven't seen you in a few days. And who's your friend over here? It's a pleasure.
this is Cassian. He's one of my companions.
Hi.
Cassian. One of my companions. We just been ridding the streets of drugs, bad for business and all that.
Ridding the streets of drugs in town?
Yeah.
That's a fun little thing to get into. I just reeled in a big haul over by Talnova. It was a long trip, but I tell you, the capital's got some buyers. And I also found some neat stuff you might be interested in. Maybe you've gotten paid recently. Right?
We got money for the last thing, yeah.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, Grimlock is like, ah! At this point, you all see the camel dog with Grimlock in tow make one fucking lap around the camp. He hasn't fallen off yet, but it looks like he's gonna fall off the camel dog in a second.
How far away am I?
Let's see. Since you're all in eye shot of them at this point, I'd say Nia would be about here. Grimlock would be about there.
All right, I'm a dash.
Okay.
Dash.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Yeah. Oof. All right. Staying humble today.
Who are we echoing through right now?
Is it me?
I have no idea.
Is it me? Let me see.
Echo.
Okay.
I've heard that soundtrack too many times.
Yeah.
Welcome
Minimal
to
Gori
Fort
boss fight music
Joy.
from Wind Waker.
I
That's
like
what I'd
this.
imagine would be playing as Grimlock is being kidnapped by this camel dog.
Okay. Did you make it? When you're ready. That's the check, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So you don't quite. You get about here, and at this point, the dog is going here. Grimlock, make one last strength check to stay on.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The man.
As you're about to soar off this thing's hump, tumbling off, you grab onto the fur and kind of assert yourself back on. You're like,
Fear is a powerful motivator.
The man, the myth, the doggo.
This guy's got big hands.
and after one lap around the premises, it lands back in its spot and the thing kicks you off.
Fuck.
I run back over. I'm like, okay, what did we learn? What'd you see?
What did I see? I didn't see anything.
What do you mean?
All I saw was the back of this thing's ass.
Well, if you were gonna not look, I would have gotten on the camel dog.
Be my guest.
No, I'm not gonna do it now. Ugh.
Lubs looks
Whatever.
looks over at the two and they just go, lively bunch.
Yeah.
That is just, yeah.
And who are they?
They're the two who got this little group together.
I was looking for names, Neffa.
Grimlock and Nia.
Grimlock and Nia. Nice little friends you made outside. Well, I hope you all stick around for the festivities tonight. We have more food, more drinks on the way, but here, a little sampler. They pass around this small drink. Looks like a clear whitish fluid. Small cup. They pass one to Cassian, Neffa, and then they kind of, even though they're pretty big, they sheepishly walk over to Grimlock and Nia, because it seems like they were in the middle of something. Pleasure to meet you, friends. Here, have a drink.
Thank you. Excuse. Who owns this camel dog here?
Yeah, I grab the drink and I just kind of hold it and look at Grimlock.
Oh, I mean, the dogs belong to the camp in general. That's Baxi. He's a bit bad-tempered, but he works well.
I would like to buy this one.
You want to buy Baxi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to buy him so I can fucking shoot him.
Oh my god! And I go, yeah, wait a minute.
That seems
What?
waste.
I'm afraid.
We're not going to shoot the dog, Grimlock.
I'm afraid
I'd like to put that out there that I completely expected this outcome.
I still want to buy the dog, but we're not going to shoot it. I promise.
That would be a great time for me to mention that all the dogs are off the market, unfortunately.
Right, but we want this one.
Yeah, we want this one.
Loves looks down at Grimlock, the little ball of anger that he is right now, and just goes, I can tell. Come on, well, let's, okay. And then they just kind of walk away back toward him.
Follow him. I think he's leading me to whoever's selling me this dog.
Now, I have plenty of wares to sell. I'm a good
Right, yeah, so the dog.
I don't know about the dog.
Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry, like they fixate on things, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it's this.
I'm gonna use this chance to Irish goodbye my way over here.
Okay.
I just don't understand why. Okay, fine. You know what? Whatever. I just don't understand why he won't sell us the dog. I think communicate with animals is still up.
Sure.
I think it should be. In which case, I go over to who I now know as Baxter and go, "Hey man, I tried."
You tried what?
I was just trying to help you out.
Okay. Feed me.
I have to go. I have to go. Yep. And then I just walk away.
In a series of Irish goodbyes. Cassian, as you're walking past this caravan that's unpacking and getting ready for the night, can you make a perception check quick?
Sure. Perception. Do you mind if I roll real dice?
Yeah.
17 plus 5, 22.
Oh shit, we can roll real dice?
Yeah.
Well, we do that for these sessions. I thought the ones where
Let's fucking go.
break out the Camarinos.
That is correct.
I mean, they're not wormwood like some people have, but I like the dice.
So 22.
22. As you're wandering past, as they're unpacking, you overhear them kind of in whispers just going, "Hey, has anyone seen Saul or Zan yet today? I don't know. I don't think they've come back from their trip yet. That's weird. Those two are usually pretty prompt. Anyone see where they went today?" And they just kind of walk back over.
Saul and who?
Zan.
Saul and Zan. Okay. I take note of those names.
Okay. What happened? What happened to Neffa's token? Was it AWOL?
What happened to my token?
It's not under anybody, is it? Oh, there it is.
No, but now I can't control it.
No, I mean I just put it back. I don't know. Okay. Weird.
So for now, at least, I'm just gonna kind of lean against a cart towards the edge of the camp, with like a good view of the middle, and just pay careful, close attention to everybody walking around.
Okay.
And I'll just chill here for a little bit.
Grimlock, are you staring down the dog?
Oh yeah.
It stares back.
Well, now I'm just gonna sit there in the shade and think of a plan.
You guys are having a battle of wits with like a 3 intelligence creature.
You know, as part of Grimlock experience, there was a timeline where he died riding that kennel dog.
As you're kind of staring down the dog, Argo walks over.
What are you doing?
Is everything all right over here?
What? Oh yeah, I was just thinking about this dog. I would like to purchase this dog.
I'm not sure if anyone told you yet, but we don't often really sell our camel dogs.
Yeah, somebody told me already, Yargo, alright?
Okay then. As long as you know. He's gonna head back over.
Foiled again, huh, Grimlock?
It looks like he's going
Grimlock's
to.
flying. How to get away?
Rejected but never foiled.
Grimlock is flying.
There's always another plan.
How did you get away with the double murder?
About 30 minutes or so passes, the sun sets. Normally it would start to get pretty cold at this time of night. But it seems like, as you look up, the stones that are normally keeping this barrier up in place turn like a very comfortable looking red. And like, the area starts to stay warm. It's like a comfortable heat that goes over the entire encampment. Despite this, looks like Argo is starting a fire in the center. Drinks are being passed around. Food is being prepared. Meats, fruits, all sorts of stuff. And it seems like the festivities for the night are beginning after a long day's work for most of the other raiders in camp. Gavor comes out in the festivities. And for the first time, most of you are seeing Ulrich. He's kind of a... I believe... Oh, let me pull up the script. So he comes out, and from the offset, you can see like similar to Baxi, the camel dog, very very upset expression on this man's face. He appears human, light grayish facial hair, dark skin. He looks on the older side compared to everyone else in the encampment. Kind of like maybe he's been here almost as long as Kavor. And on his little shoulder, there's this kind of almost fluffy looking eagle. It resembles an eagle, but its body almost seems too fat for it to properly fly at the speed of an eagle.
It's a fat eagle.
And Cassian, once again, you can hear kind of like whispers of people walking around. Ah, look! Seems like all the vice captains are here for once. Yeah, that's a little weird. They don't normally all come out at the same time. Half of them aren't even usually here. Oh, except Argo. I guess. Tired of seeing Argo, though. I feel you, but Ulrich really creeps me out. And quite frankly, so does the other one. Ooh, Nefa? Yeah. Yeah, I get that vibe.
Cassian is like kind of slightly nodding his head as he overhears.
Man, we still
Remembering the time she killed a man and then made him resurrect and kill his lover.
right.
We didn't know that they were lovers. That was meta information their DM gave us.
If the Paul static comes out, you know they're incriminated.
I'm sorry.
At the same time as these two, who you've been kind of at this point just straight up stalking Cassian, unintentionally, of course.
Oh, it's the same two from the first thing I overheard. Okay.
Yeah, you're just kind of posted up by their cart. Like,
Okay.
I still haven't seen Saul or Dan yet. This is really weird. But yeah, the festivities are going about. Lubs is kind of posted up with you, Nefa. There's other raiders going around bringing everyone drinks and fruit and food. You can tell they're kind of like the newbies being inducted in. But there's plenty available. You're all having a drinks, but also it seems like most folks are distracted right now.
Bye.
The festivities.
Oh, okay.
So if you're looking for opportunities to investigate, I'd say now would be good. And Kavor looking over towards at least Nefa kind of gives a bit of like a eyebrows start moving very furiously.
Okay. Move out.
And then Kavor kind of
the
takes
figure appears-
you see Kavor take Ulrich by the shoulder and goes, been forever since we got you to come out. Good to see you. But you don't hear any other part of the conversation after that.
Right. Time. for an investigation. The figure only appears after dark, correct? Was when it was spotted?
Yeah, so far, yeah, only nighttime spottings for the figures in yellow.
And the sun is down.
Alright, I guess I'll get out of the party and we time to look around. See where everyone wants to start.
There's only a couple places in camp that can be investigated, it looks like. Kavor's tent you were just in. Nepha's tent is over here. And then there's Ulrich's and Argo's tent. As well as, like, the caravan surrounding. You could also go around questioning folks.
It's at this point. You can go first.
Oh. I was gonna say, this seems like a job for the great detective.
I'm just sitting under a cart, just sharpening my knife.
Come on, we gotta
I mean,
tell us in this way.
At least he's ready to go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, at this point, Cassian is muttering under his breath, "Oh, come on, do what your sister sent you here to do. You can do it." And I'll find. Are there being drinks like brought around, I guess,
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
okay, I grab one and I look around for the nearest person I think his elder sister would find attractive.
Okay.
So, like, traditionally, like classical Greek beauty kind of standards.
Do you see
It's me.
Do you see Argo first?
You see Argo? Okay.
Dude,
It's a good looking man.
good looking guy at the end of the day. If a little, maybe too proper.
All right, well, I said first one I see, so is that the first one?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. I walk up to Argo, get kind of close to him, like probably not too close, but more close than you would to a stranger, and just look him in the eyes, just go, hi.
Hello. You came in with Nepha, right? Cassian, was it? Yes.
Yes, and that is my name.
Well, you enjoying the festivities for the night? We all kind of unwind with something like this at the end of the day, just to keep morale high, have some fun.
Yes, fun. That's a thing people have. What are you doing later?
Later. Well, I have some early sales reports to draft up for the camp later tonight. I have to prepare for a little excursion I'm going on tomorrow.
Sales reports sounds titillating.
Well, someone has to do it. Unfortunately, vice captains all have their own responsibilities to take care of in the camp. Ulrich has his research that he does, looking for either viable new products or leads on new products. I handle general managerial duties, make sure everyone's in good spirits, doing their job right, occasionally going a town or two over to fetch a wandering vice captain. The usual.
Yes, I was there for that one.
Yes, the usual, unfortunately. But it's these are good people. It's work that I'm accustomed to. And Kavor's great to work under.
Oh, there goes my video.
Oh no, we lost him.
Why is it still doing that? Oh my god. Wow, that sounds very yeah. Okay. You know what? How's Saul doing?
Oh. Actually,
I don't think he's shown up yet.
that you mention it. Like his card hasn't come back yet. Huh. Hold
Something
on. Pardon me 1 second. Hey, over here.
The second he leans away from me, Cassian's also gonna leave around the corner and just kind of like hit himself in the minutes. Go, stupid Cassian, stupid. You're never getting off of this goddamn plane. I'm gonna be stuck here forever.
Go.
Yeah, and then downs the drink. And it's just kind of standing like this off to the side.
You tried.
At this point, this tinier dragonborn raider comes up to you, one of the ones passing out drinks, and he just goes, "You need another one, pal?"
I won't remove my hand from my head or look at him, but I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's good.
I'll kind of do it. I'll do a little with the other hand as he leaves.
Okay, yeah, it was a good effort. As Cassian worms away, I'd say, Grimlock, your unrelenting hate for Argo lets you catch the tail end of the conversation and see Argo conversing with someone, almost with a bit of a worried expression on his face.
That's right.
Grimlock snuck away and killed everyone in the returning caravan.
Wait, Dave, question. Would Nia have seen the two dudes having that conversation walking away from where they had it?
Oh, the ones
Like, as they...
The ones mentioned
Yeah.
their names? Or Argo and this other guy?
Like, back over...
Like by where
Here.
Cassian was.
Yeah.
Make a perception check, because Nia might have just been distracted.
So, I don't know,
Okay.
like,
Perception. Oof.
like hiding on the ceiling.
That
of,
hardcore
Argo's
distracted.
tent.
Percapion.
Unfortunately, as Nia was walking away from, walking away earlier, while she was around that conversation, she also saw more camel dogs and remembered she had chips. You just kind of started eating the chips as you walked towards more camel dogs.
That sounds like what she'd do. Yeah.
Oh no.
Or they'd do.
At the same time, great time for you right now, because a bunch of people just keep handing you meats and drinks.
I'm like, I'm over here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna eat until I get sick, probably. As I am wont to do.
I mean, if that's the goal, you need one of those chips.
Well, no, that's for when we're at camp and it gets a little bored. You know, gets a little boring. Just
Yeah,
need to spice up the
really
night.
spice it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you spin a bottle, whoever the bottle, you know, and then you gotta.
So you gotta eat the chip.
Or, you know, we could play some roulette with the chip. There's so much fun we can have.
Progenitus roulette.
Oh man.
Progenicris roulette, yeah, that'd be something.
But yeah, I'll eat probably until right before I get sick. And then I'm gonna try and walk away from where I've been receiving food in an attempt to control myself, but probably smell something else and eat it and then throw up. This is about how I think that go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna puke behind this cart over here.
Yeah, okay, you got it. Grimlock, you see that Nia is already at that part of the night. What would you like to do now? Nefa has come over being like, it's time for the detective's work. Or Nefa has, yeah.
Nefa, what are you talking about?
Remember, we're supposed to be investigating the guy with the yellow coat who's been encroaching on the camp. Isn't this... some of the people here told me about detectives in the novels, and this is what they do. They have to, like, search for clues or something. You said you're a detective, right? Isn't this your job?
Yellow. Does Argo have a yellow coat?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
At this point, the Grimlock...
Right. Clues.
I'll say, as far as you know, Argo doesn't have a yellow coat.
Then I'll just
I
grab
don't,
the.
I don't actually know. I just said it just to get his mind off Argo.
I'll grab the nearest party goer by the leg, and I'll say, "Excuse me."
Huh? You grab the leg of this, what was it? You grab the leg of this, like, taller, another half-working gentleman. Looks down at you and is like, "Oh, how can I help you? Are you one of the vice captains, guess?"
Vice cap. Sure.
I look at him. Yes.
Oh!
But the yellow man, you talk now.
Hello. Oh! But are you talking about that guy? Okay, so...
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, so... listen to this. At this point, he gets closer up to you. Cheeks look a little flushed. He does have a drink still in one hand. Looks Grimlock, kneels down, looks right in his little eyes, and goes, "So, I was on a raid about 2 nights ago, right? There I was. Me and fuck, I don't remember who was in my caravan that day. But we were on our way back to the camp. And the sun was setting. And just as we were about to make the turn to head to the main campsite entrance, I saw this thing emerge from the sands. This like huge, yellow-coated demon thing, and it almost toppled our car over. I tell you.
What did it do?
Alright, so, this sounds like an insight check and a half.
I believe him, so you can check Nefa.
Or?
Okay, let's see. What's my modifier to this? Oh, a hot +1. 18.
18? He's drunk, but like, this seems to be how he recalled the events. Like, there's no visible tells on his face. He's like, almost like excitedly and horrifically conveying the situation to you. Oh, this thing, it emerged from the sand and created this big dune that almost knocked the caravan over. So we kicked the camel dogs into high gear and we raced back over.
It didn't kill any of you?
Surprisingly, no. Why should it have?
I mean, from the way people have been talking about this thing, yeah.
Well, not my caravan. We managed to get away, but a few nights ago.
Hold on. From one ear, Grimlock hears that. From the other ear, he hears the distraught muttering of the elf on the other side of the
How
camp.
could I be this stupid?
Actually, the worst player in the world.
So yeah, Grimlock, you hear that on both sides.
I thought this was an emergency.
You asking Nefa?
Yeah, Nefa, I thought this was an emergency.
Yes, the captain asked us to look into it, and it's probably tied to the people who.
Yeah, but nobody died.
Oh,
This time.
no one died in our trip out. We're not really sure if the others died. We haven't seen Jem or Ingram in a few days. No one's really sure where they went. We thought we thought Captain Nefa was also maybe MIA in the same regard, but luckily she's back, so that's good.
Do I know that there's anyone named that has those names in the camp, or is he just misremembering names?
Those, you remember that those at the very least were raiders in the camp.
Okay.
And you also do not see them here, from what you vaguely remember about them.
Okay.
After puking, I want to make my way back over to Grimlock.
Okay.
Grimlock, the meat, it's sweet. It has a sweet on it, so I just kept eating it. I ate too much.
Yeah, I told you gotta stop after 23.
It's
No
sweet,
more.
but it was sweet. I thought it was dessert, but it was meat.
24.
I ate 25.
Okay. Yeah. See? Gotta stop at 23.
It was so sweet, Grimlock. You don't understand. It's
I
like
don't
it was
think I
sweet,
do.
and then it's crisp, and then you bite, and then there's meat there.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright, what are we doing? Ugh.
Oh, I was just finding out some facts about the people in yellow. Apparently, they make big sandcastles, and they're
Wait,
skilled.
Grimlock, can you say that?
Huh?
Do they? Can you say that? Is that what they? Is that what people call them?
No, actually, I don't know. What do we call them?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
And Nefa, this is your problem, right? What do you call these guys?
Did Ahmad tell us a name for them? Because we only know them as the
There's
people in yellow, right?
there's no proper name for them. You just
None that we know.
Creepy dudes in yellow.
you can give them a name if you want.
Yeah, no, we just know them as the creepy dudes in yellow, Neo.
Alright, I mean,
And they seem to be fast. What if we called them hasters?
I'm gonna, alright, yes, hey, winning the desert with the camel dogs. You gotta ride them.
But I think your camera stopped.
Oh. Did it really?
Yeah, I think so.
Seems that way.
That's crazy.
That's
Um,
crazy.
here. Where?
Oh man.
Is it back?
1 second. It's coming back, I think. At this point, as you all are conversing, you see that Ulrix and Argo are kind of talking back and forth, like you hear like some like you see some like sharp gestures, a couple of whispers, kind of they're trying to keep private to themselves. But they seem preoccupied with the conversation they're having.
Interesting. I feel like we should talk to Lug, see if he knows anything about the
The Lubs? Sure.
the Lubs.
That's good. Nefa! How's it going?
Oh, nothing much. Have you seen or heard anything about anyone weird hanging around the camp, like
Are you
just
talking,
outside?
you talking about that freak in yellow the others are talking about?
Yeah.
Well...
Oh shit. Sorry.
Well,
Okay.
I haven't seen them myself, but from what I've heard, occasionally someone will see it either on the outskirts of the encampment or on the way back from a raid. Now, the rumor as the rumor has it, some other raiders are convinced that others are being spirited away by this figure in yellow. At the very least, they've heard of it in other towns, so that seems to be what they're going off of. But I don't know. Seems a bit strange, but at the same time, we've had a couple people go missing in the last few days. And strangely enough, Buzz in the camp says that Saul and Dan haven't come back yet today either, even though we're celebrating. I personally was hoping they'd show up in the middle of it, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now.
Alright.
Oh,
And I would know enough about these.
I got a
people to know that it's
question.
usual
What's up, buddy?
for them to.
Wait. Okay, one at a time. What was Nephis?
And I'm just saying, and I would know enough about these people to know that it would be unusual for them not to be here by now.
I mean, yeah, it's unusual for them. These two are like prompt enough that they would be here before the Huffa started. So,
Right.
what were you saying, little bud?
What are you guys celebrating today?
Oh, we're not celebrating anything in particular. We pretty much do this every night.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's really living the life out here. Listen, we're gonna go investigate the situation with the yellow people in the sand, but I'm too short to travel appropriately, and I require the services of a dog camel.
I can't let you buy that camel dog.
Why don't you let him buy the camel dog?
Can I borrow the camel dog?
Well, just to comb the camp once? Sure. Although, if you want my opinion. Now, you didn't hear this.
We don't.
You didn't hear this from me.
Okay.
But some are saying that at the very least, these sightings around our camp seem like more of a personal job. Whoever's lining this sighting up is aware of our routes, and they know when people are going to show up. Strange. So, I'm not saying anyone is particularly responsible for it, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if someone was helping on the inside.
Right. See, thank you very much. Oh yeah. Also, did you happen to come across a +3 Vorpal Greatsword in your travels?
And my sales, can't say I have yet.
Alright.
I did find a couple of rings that might interest, but, you know, up to you.
I might taking a look at some rings.
Well, let's see. Found these off in the market in the city, and they're gonna pull it out. And they're shiny enough, pretty simple. Nice gemstones set in the center of each. One ruby, one more of like a sapphire. And they have this interesting glow about them.
I guess knowledge arcana. Because I do not have a detect magic, I think. Wait. Oh no, I do have a detect magic. I can just cast detect magic.
Okay, they're magical.
That's all it tells me, right?
Yeah. You would need identify if you wanted to see what they did.
Well, detect magic tells you if there's a particular type of magic associated with whatever the thing is.
Yeah, so what schools, I guess, does each one belong to, I guess?
No schools, from what I can tell.
Alright. Alright, knowledge arcana time, I guess, right?
Sure.
That's a 10. Total.
Okay, so you don't innately know what they are. Lubs is gonna look at you and go, Neffa, you know what these things are?
Magic rings.
Sure. But these ones are interesting. In a fight, they'll keep you a bit more secure. Kind of like some extra insurance alongside whatever armor you got.
That sounds interesting.
But
Now,
if you and your friends want them, I'm willing to part for a price.
How
I was
much?
just gonna ask,
Now,
what's your price?
they're my friends, so 6,500 gold for both of them.
What about
5?
67 and you throw in the camel dog?
I was thinking the same thing. Good luck with an excellent deal.
9k if you want the rings and the dog.
We have 9k. We'll give you 9k.
So there is a number.
And you can't kill the dog.
You're not getting any of my gold on this endeavor. Just I'm still moping on the other side of the camp.
Well, I definitely want a ring.
Yeah, me too.
You should have put a ring on it.
Let's see, how much do I have? I have what? I have 37 on by myself.
Alright.
If that's enough for one ring. You said one was ruby-ish, one was sapphire-ish, right?
Yes.
Alright. And I guess I'll purchase the ruby one.
But you guys aren't going to make like one big collaborative purchase, or?
I don't know what those two are doing. They're still on about this dog.
Do you want to have a discussion about it? I can give you some time.
Nia,
We gotta get that dog.
Nia, how much money do you have?
Oh. Let's see. 3,500. 3,500.
I don't actually remember how much money I had.
Oh, did you not mark it down?
I just don't have my notebook that I usually have with me.
It's not on D&D Beyond?
No, I forgot to record it there.
If it's any help, I have 3,750 gold.
I feel like
We're all probably around the same amount.
I spent at least 500, I think.
Okay. So maybe you're like 3K?
I think I was at 2,200.
Okay.
1,200? Okay.
So Nia, I don't think we can afford the dog.
I didn't say anything about affording the dog. I said we gotta get that dog.
Okay, then I guess money's not really in the equation right now.
I mean, we can leave an offering, just not to be dicks. But
Are you sure you don't want the rings this guy's selling?
what? I thought the rings were just to get the dog.
I'm right here.
I mean,
Hey, we're trying to have a conversation. Is that? You know what? That's rude. I assumed a cultural value when I'm not in the same. But we're trying to have a conversation, so we're gonna have that, and then I'm gonna get back to you. Okay. So that, like I said, I thought the.
Are your friends going to steal our dog?
No, not they shouldn't. They get like this sometimes. Everything will probably work out for the best.
Alright, listen. You all want 3 items. What can you offer me?
we want the dog.
Yes, you all want 3 things. What are you willing to offer? A standing price is 9k.
I have 2,200.
And I have 3,500. So together, that is 5,700. Quick math.
Okay.
I will pray for you.
Okay.
I'll throw a prayer right on in there for you.
And I
Thank
do
you.
have the 30. And I do have the remainder 3,300.
Is that exactly 9k?
Yeah. I still have a little bit left over. I can just fill out this difference.
Okay. If you all are
Are you
trying
really
to
gonna
pony
sell
up, if you all are
some
trying to pony up the cash, one of you make a, what is it, bargaining? Is that the roll? Is that a separate roll? I am.
Yeah, what is that roll? Maybe it's just a charisma check?
It'd probably just be whatever charisma version you were using to try to get the price down, I guess, right? Whether it's intimidation or persuasion or deception.
Yeah. So in this case, let's do persuasion. One of you do it with advantage, since I guess Nefa is still friendly.
What's up?
One of you make a persuasion check with advantage.
Who wants to do it?
Nefa is assisting.
I could do it. Let's I got a 16 plus 3.
With advantage.
19. Alright. I got a 16 plus 3. 19.
The classic.
Feels good.
The classic.
Okay,
Beyblade.
okay. Alright, fine. 8K, you can take Baxi off our hands. You don't kill him. You can have the ring.
Right, we weren't planning on killing him. I just think
Looks at Grimlock again.
8K is a great number sometimes. I don't think that's the case in this particular situation. Let me tell you why. It's 2 squares, right? But it itself is not a square. So you're calling some you know, especially since we're dealing with like a life here. You don't want to get any weird, you know, spiritual situations on your hands. So I always think it's safe to just go on to around 7, because 7's always safe, you know? 7's a good safe number, and just for prosperity, right? Like in the future, especially with your, you know, with your respectable situation you have out here, braving the dark sands for glory and the right to come back home to your homies, right? You want to be safe. Just go on down to 7, right? That's safe.
You know
It's
what?
a good number.
You've talked me into it. I like the cut of your jib. 7,993.
That's a really. What are you doing? Did you know?
This is a good deal.
You're adding complications to the whole situation.
7,994.
I am fine with this.
$7,995.
Can you just like count me? I don't know what is this bit you're doing.
2,000. 7,996. Or fast enough.
2,000.
Yes. Can we give them?
That was pretty good.
Can we give
That
them
was pretty good. All right. This has been fun, but let's look. We both have stuff to do, so let's just
7,900. You all get out of my hair.
I look at Grublock.
Okay. Here's your rings. I'll take my money.
All right. How much are we each given?
I'm giving you everything. 'Cause
I understand why Nia's a paladin. Only divine protection could keep this girl alive.
Yeah, I finessed my way through that conversation.
So then you had to go for more. You had to keep digging.
Alright, I'll give all of my gold, because, you know, all things are possible through Christ, or someone.
All things are possible
All right,
through the grace of St. Lafayette. That rhymes, kind of.
So, what was the initial price? Because I'm just gonna.
7,900 was the total price for the 2 rings of protection that you just got, and Baxi, the camel dog.
I will say though, since I spent more money than Grimlock, that I want one of the rings.
yeah, it's all yours. Yeah.
Okay.
So how much money did Grimlock throw in?
22.
22 even?
Yeah.
2,200. How much did Nia throw in?
I have 35 to throw in.
35. Okay, so that means I somehow only spent 22 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm winning here. I get the dog. I get to play with the dog and the ring. So
That you do. That you did.
Grimlock's the only one who can ride it, though.
that's fine.
Because that went so swimmingly last time.
Right. So, gold calculated. We did it. So I'll hand Nia the sapphire ring.
Okay.
Alright,
So it's called a ring of protection.
Ring of protection, yeah.
+1 to your AC and all your saves. Requires attunement.
But it's classically good item.
Agarist has one of these.
Requires attunement. Okay, cool.
and it takes an hour to attune, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I'll just put it on and...
There are no stats for Baxi yet because I did not see this coming, but you do technically own the camel dog now.
Sick.
Guys, I have a confession to make.
Got it!
I didn't actually want to kill the dog.
I knew it.
I just said it to intimidate the locale. I think
See?
it worked.
We did it. Look. We have a dog now.
Alright.
I told you guys not to sit on the poodle.
Not to sit on the...
Well, it's a camel dog, so.
You do have to sit on the camel dog.
Okay, Dave.
Mhm.
The guy that we just interacted with, in terms of like stature in the camp so far, where would you say that Neo would understand he ranks?
Lubs, seems like people respect them. They go to them casually for conversation. They seem well liked, but they don't seem to have like their rank and respect is maybe like, I don't know, right under the vice captains.
Okay, I'm gonna disguise myself as them.
Okay.
Okay.
Right in front of him.
Well, are we still right in front of them? I thought we walked off over to the
Yeah,
dog.
you can walk off behind wherever you guys are posted up.
Yeah, so over here by Baxter. I will disguise myself as Homeboy.
Okay. What would you like to do? once you
This will
decide?
be my disguise symbol.
Okay. Once you're disguised as Lubs, what do you want to do?
So I'm gonna go this way and kind of peek around this tent to see if there's anyone over.
Okay, so you wouldn't know this yet, but you look inside this tent. Nefa, can you describe the inside of your tent?
Oh, the inside of my tent?
Yeah, this is yours,
I was
but
on my-
Nia doesn't know that yet.
I mean, it's fairly standard, not pretty simple, not that luxurious. A lot of books, probably about history and such, and a couple of detective novels from people in the camp.
You walk in, you see a bunch of nerdy shit.
As
Cool. I'm
well as some self-help guides to magicians.
Basic magic books.
I peek my head in, but I more meant like kind of hanging around the corner, looking to see if anyone else was in the camp having a conversation.
Oh, okay. You can see that.
So yeah, I'll still have peeked in that tent, but
At this point, you can see that Kavor is leading Ulrix and Argo over to his camp. You can't hear what they're muttering about, but the look on their face seems concerned. And you do hear mentions of the names you... Oh no, you didn't hear them earlier, but you hear mentions of the names Sol and Zan.
okay. And I can't hear them from here, right?
No, they have gone inside Kavor's tent now.
Okay, I'll go over to the outside of the tent.
Okay. As you you kind of blend in with other raiders, enjoying the night. A little loud from some music people are starting to play, but you hear from inside the tent, vaguely. If those two don't come back, we could pretty much assume that they might be gone too. Then Kavor chimes in like, I know that you're dealing with a problem, but ultimately, I'm not sure what we could do to solve it. And then you hear a voice you haven't heard yet chime in, and Ulrich goes, I'm telling you that all of this wasn't an issue before she joined the camp. That's all I'm saying. And the conversation goes in similar back and forth direction for a little bit.
Okay. I'll walk back over to Netha and Grimlock.
Okay.
And relay what I heard.
Okay.
Hey, so I went over there and I listened, and they're talking about the two people that are missing and them being gone, and they seem really worried about it. So there's definitely, I don't know, all that like happy-go-lucky shit that was going on earlier. It's definitely a lie because they sound very nervous.
Yeah, I mean, stopping these nightly celebrations would put undue stress onto the rest of the conglomerate.
I guess
The camp,
at this point, I'll also have slogged my way back to the squad.
Alright, well, now that we, I guess, acquired Baxi, I guess we can try to search the perimeter.
We-
If we see any just characters.
We've what with who?
Don't worry, it's not worth explaining. We
Ta-da!
have a mascot character now. Good for
Huh.
marketing.
Oh, okay.
This is how I'm justifying this to myself.
I still don't know what you're justifying, but okay. Oh, what is? Oh,
Yeah, we bought this Baxi.
uh,
Yeah, he's
Wow,
killing
you-
us.
you are certainly tenacious.
Always another plan.
I have to admit something else, though. I do not know what this thing eats. Can it eat meat?
I think it eats fruit.
Yeah, because it's half camel, right? But what about the dog half?
I'm assuming I know what it eats.
It eats whatever. It's not very picky.
Oh, well, that's good. We find a lot of whatever on the road.
Yeah, it'd be great. Might even help us find some whatever, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he can smell the yellow guy, the man in yellow.
That's what I was thinking.
You know, maybe.
Or if not the yellow guy, the people that the yellow guy stole might be able to smell them. Or something.
Speaking
I
of
don't know.
them, has anyone found Saul or Ven? I think was the other guy's name.
Nope.
I don't
Apparently
know.
they're still missing.
Oh, I got an
either-
idea. Nefa, why don't you go get Saul's coat?
Would his coat be in camp right now if he's not here?
You can go over to the tent he shares with a few other raiders and see if there's if his belongings left there.
Because what if he's not
Realistic.
missing? What if he's the culprit?
Well, either way, the dog will suss him out. So, yeah, let's bring the camel dog over to his tent, I guess.
No,
See if
we
we
don't
can
want to
find
confuse him. You bring his stuff here while we're outside.
Yeah, don't worry about the camel. We got the camel dog under lock. Don't worry about the camel dog.
We're outsiders. I doubt they would take kindly to the three of us in their quarters. But
Yeah,
you
we-
are like their boss or something, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll guess I'll head over and see if I can find something nondescript from Saul.
Oh.
Yo, guitar.
Okay, so Nefa heads over to the camp. One of the small tents shared by a couple of the raiders. You see like a few things, maybe some scattered belongings, a few scraps of preserved food that people keep by their sides at night, few shelved off drinks, pictures of maybe families far away.
Spider-Man.
What'd you say?
Pictures of Spider-Man.
Sure, pictures of Spider-Man. You get over to what you think you remember to be Saul's spot, but you're not sure. At the very least, this might be his futon, so you could have the dog sniff this one out if you think it's gonna work. Maybe like rip off a piece of the blanket if you want.
Yeah, I guess. Or a small piece of blanket.
Okay, make a strength check.
Corner.
I think it's funny.
Alright. Okay. 17, actually.
You tear it off. You tear off a little too much, but it'll get the job done.
Alright. I'll take it back to the camel dog. Alright, go find Saul. Baxi.
Nia, can you do the thing where you talk to him again?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll talk. Speak with animals. Hey. Can you does this smell familiar to you?
Yeah.
Would you happen to know because we need to find this person, so if we were to take you somewhere, would you be able to maybe see if you could smell that smell again?
And she goes darting off.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we'd run after her.
Okay. Everyone roll athletics to keep up.
Everyone, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that I could roll real life again.
I don't mind keeping a slightly more leisurely pace behind everyone.
Is this athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
I got a nat 20, 19 in total.
17 for me.
Yes.
Okay. Luckily for you, Grimlock, at the very least, as Baxi is running off, kind of grabs you by the scruff and tosses her on her back.
Oh, she's already used to it.
Ah!
Now you're holding on for dear life. For the rest of you, keep pace mostly. Nia's a little bit slower than usual because she still feels a little full. And Baxi makes like a solid ways outside of the camp for a little bit, not too far from camp. And then starts kind of sniffing around some more, like. Wow. Then stares back at Nia. Grimlock kind of like, barely hanging on.
Hey, yeah. Oh. Thanks. Just, I'm not even gonna ask for a warning, your dog. Close.
Close.
Do you know which direction?
And as you look off in the distance, you see like a caravan kind of slowly, not quite directly driving its way over. It seems like one of the wheels is dipping as this makes its way over.
Huh.
Now seems like a good time to cast Mage Armor.
I'm gonna go. All right, yeah, I'll follow Baxi towards the caravan.
Okay. What you see is like not something that's similar in structure to the caravan that Argo used to bring you in, like one of the average Sand Raider carts. This one, however, its roof has been kind of like cleanly torn off. A lot of the camel dogs that would normally be dragging it are gone. It seems like there seems to be only one remaining one dragging the cart, and it's not in good looking shape. It looks very tired. One of its legs seems to be bloody from some source. And at the helm of the caravan, you see a person in a similarly worse state. On the shorter side, presumably a halfling fellow, darker skin, blood coming from like coming from their forehead all the way down, like over their eye, and one arm kind of like slack to the side as the other is holding the reins. And then, as the cart approaches you guys slowly, this guy sees the four of you and goes, "Wait! I'm just trying to make it back to my camp."
And then I'm gonna lay on hands this guy. For
What happened?
I'll give him 5.
What happened? I feel a bit better.
Is that you, Saul?
Who are you? Where's Captain? Where's Captain Never?
Hi.
Oh God, I really did make it back. You have to take me back. You have to take me back. I have to tell the others what I saw.
Yeah, we will.
With
Well,
haste,
we
we'll
don't
take
have to
you
do anything.
Okay.
We'll
yeah,
take
no.
you there with haste to talk to the captain. Are you okay?
Well, you want me to tie?
Really?
You want me to tie him to the back of the dog? What?
We'll carry you.
Okay.
I'm not carrying his ass.
I know you're not. Just that someone's in trouble and we're helping them.
Yeah, we're gonna help him.
Yeah.
After he gives us what we want.
We don't want anything, Cassian.
And
just help me,
what
please.
do we want, Grimlock?
We want to know
want him
who
in front of-
did this to him.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. We do want
Tell
him.
us that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At no point was him telling us that in question.
I didn't see. I just kept running. Zan, I don't know what happened to Zan. All I know, I heard screams. And I kept going.
It's okay. You're saying we'll take him and his dog. And
Oh
we'll take
God,
him
the
back.
dogs! Oh no, they got the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
For Shirley
It's
here.
okay. It's okay. You did as good as you could. Yeah, you got out. You got Shirley out. That's all that matters. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God, you made him cry.
Death is nothing to fear, young one.
What?
Cassian, not now.
What do you mean?
Just help me carry him and Shirley back, please.
Help you what? And do you want me to carry the dog?
All right. Well,
To be fair, you're not that far from camp. You're maybe 5 minutes
Doesn't matter to Cassian. I'll hoist the dude over my shoulder.
I think he's pretty light, so yeah, he's.
Should I make some kind of check, or it's just fine?
Make a strength check just to see how easily you do it. You can do it either way, I'd say, because not resisting. He's
Oh.
pretty light.
there's a 5% chance he doesn't.
16.
Yeah, you like kind of handily sling him over your shoulder like fresh game. I don't know if I like this position.
It's either this or you walk.
Okay, thank you, tall stranger.
And I'll start walking back to camp.
All right.
And the camel dog is like
Yeah.
kind of whimpering with its holding on its leg.
Poor thing. I wish I had healing magic.
Baxter, I need you to get Shirley in line. Make her come back with us.
Shirley kind of like starts crawling behind Baxter.
Hold on, let's see. What was the range of messaging?
Damn gobos.
Oh,
All right, as we approach back to the camp, let's take a 15-minute break.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Go drink.
Same season.
Really banking on Saul being the bad guy. Better call Saul, you know. Well, I guess he's the good guy in that show. I've never watched it though.
Saul's usually the good guy.
King Solomon had his ups and downs.
That's true.
That's SOL, I guess, and I assume this guy is SAUL, but
We don't know.
we don't know. Yeah.
I guess we can ask Dave when he comes back.
I'm surprised you were so civil with Argo. I I kept waiting for the shoe to drop and the crossbow bolts to fly.
Listen, we're out for blood, but we're not stupid.
Okay. You're right. We're not stupid, but we are the proud owners of a grumpy camel dog named Baxter.
That's right.
For the low price of like he was
All our
probably,
money.
like, of almost all
I
of
can't
your
believe
money, yeah.
we got ASAP Barky too. Eventually, this one's gonna become awakened, show up in the campaign.
I like that. Barky has more impulse control than Nia.
Well, I think Barky actually is smarter than Nia.
So we should ask what Dave, what's Nia's int score? Do you know?
I don't think he's sat down yet.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw him for a second. All right. I'm gonna get a drink too.
I'll also get some water.
Yeah, we'll do things too. BRB.
All right, it's kind of gross, but I got Chips Ahoy and gin.
Honestly, I could see it. Not a gin fan myself, though. I haven't had any good gin before. I was muted that whole time. I could see it. I was saying I could see it. Not a big gin fan myself, but then again, I don't think I've ever had like a good gin before. It kind of tastes too much like medicine to me.
Well, I don't drink it straight.
No, I haven't either. But I know some people who have before.
Yeah, alcoholics, real ones,
like real ones.
It's always fun trying to predict what the fixation of the week is going to be. Last time it was the laxative Progenicrisps. This time it's the camel. It's that camel dog.
Really gotta think on my feet from time to time. This was content that I thought was gonna take like 30 minutes. Always wrong. Pleasantly surprised. Definitely pleasantly surprised.
Well, that's so weird. So when I look at the video on the laptop that's recording the video, it's one way, but it's reversed when I see myself on the Discord on my desktop.
Weird.
I'm moving two directions at once.
I'm in every timeline.
Can't say Can one man even Discord like this?
But are you truly in as many timelines as Tom during Golf It?
Impossible.
I choose the future that I want.
That man's fucking club is the fucking Eye of Agamotto or whatever. He replaces the gem just like with the fucking golf ball and just bang, just launches it out.
How many timelines do I get a hole in one? Just one.
Stretch.
I'll probably use my phone for the video next time.
It is an interesting option.
'Cause my laptop is just not good at this.
I don't think I've had to roll anything yet today.
Give me a target, I'll start shooting.
We're working on that part.
I got all my D6s right here.
Got your D6s right here.
All 10 of them.
When does Cassian get machine?
When he reclasses into a fighter. Or hits level 17. I think Swift Quiver's a 5th level ranger spell. It lets me shoot twice. It lets me shoot 2 times as a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So I could shoot like 4 shots per turn.
Interesting. That's kind of hypey.
Yep. But again, level 17.
Right.
I'll get there one day.
Ranger has some cool level 17s, 5th level spells, so level 17 spells, but the best way to use them is just on a bard when you get them at like level 10 instead.
Ba-dum. Dennis is back now too.
Where be Nia?
On her way.
Yeah, where?
Oh yeah. Do you know Nia's intelligence?
I can tell you. Why?
I was talking about how I was saying Barky's impulse control is better than Nia's.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
I said I think I think Barky might be smarter than Nia.
I think that might
Barky
be
should
true.
just have a 10, I think.
Yeah.
Because when the creature's awakened, it just goes to 10.
Right.
My campaigns.
You know, I guess we could check that too. We can see the other
Yeah.
characters. I totally forgot.
I am back.
Oh no, he's got 12.
Well,
Oh, you got 12. Okay.
Nia
All
is
right.
indeed smarter than Barky.
out. But how smart is Baxi? You've yet to really find out.
Oh.
I'm not awakening this one. I was okay. I was fine with Sanchez, but I draw the line at the camel creature.
Right. Understandable. Okay. So I think I had to restream the music. I don't know if everyone's back in.
Yeah, it cut out a little while ago.
I don't know why it does that. Randomly explodes.
I don't know. Dum, 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 dum.
Okay. Vince Cam is online. Okay. So you all recover Paul and his last remaining camel dog, Sheila. Yes, I think that was the name I used. I did not write it down. Either way, you recover them from slightly outside the encampment as they were trying to scrounge their way back to it. And you bring them back in the middle of the festivities, and everyone kind of stops what they're doing, rushes over, check on them, do a bit of first aid on Sheila and Saul. And you could hear like kind of the worried exchanges in the crowd of other raiders, going, "Oh my God, are you okay? Wait, what happened to Zan? Were you guys together? Where are the rest of the dogs?" And of course, the one guy going like, "But did you sell anything?"
I put him on the ground somewhere between placing him and dropping him. His wounds are healed. He'll be fine.
No, I know you guys have a lot of questions. But someone needs to get the captain here. Where's Captain Kavor?
So it's a plan to take him to the captain.
I think it'd be simpler to call the captain. He should probably be here for this,
And-
right?
and
Vice captain.
In the ruckus, you see Ulrich, Argo, and Kavor come out of Kavor's tent. And Kavor walks over. It's like, "Sol, good to see you. Where's Zan? Are you okay?" And Saul kind of goes back. Captain. I had to leave Zan back in the archives. We were going, and we're not supposed to go that often, but we wanted to see if we missed anything in the last expedition, and we were attacked by something. I don't know what. I couldn't see it. But the next moment, Dan was dragged off into the shadows, and I heard him scream, and I was too scared to look. Captain, I ran away. I didn't know what to do. And
Oh, he's dead.
is Kavon saying that? Kavor kind of looks at him and gently puts his hand on his shoulder. Came back to us. That's one of our number one rules. You did what you had to do. We'll send someone to investigate. You go rest for the night. Hey. Thank you, Captain. Sorry. Steps off towards his tent. Others also start to like check on him and prod him and see what else happened. But he seems pretty to himself now that he's told the captain. Kavor goes over to Nefa and the rest of you goes. I'm assuming you caught the bulk of that. Here. Come over here. Argo and Ulrich seems to be dealing with managing of the rest of the camp. Let me have a word with the four of you really quickly.
Okay.
5.
He looks down at Baxi. 5. Yes, wait. This is our dog.
No, it's not.
We bought it fair and square.
Okay, we'll have a conversation with Lubs later. Oh.
It's always something.
Briefly discussing the situation with Ulrich and Argo. Quite frankly, though I'm normally willing to trust them, I'm sensing something off. And this most recent return from archives is troubling, at the very least. I know it wasn't exactly what we had in mind, but I would like to send someone to investigate, see if this has any connection to. And I'll talk to Saul more to make sure. But there's a chance San is alive. I want someone to get him.
Who are you sending?
Well,
Why not?
Isn't that the question?
Nefa, if you can, I'd like you to party. Well, I'm still skeptical. They both seem to help currently. I'd like to send Argo and or is ahead of you to scout. I'll send them in the morning. You'll all follow shortly after.
If one of them happens to be the mole, they could tip them off of our arrival.
That's one thing I'm slightly worried about. We could do it in the other order.
Or, if we do it this way, then if they are tipped off, we'd know for sure it's one of them.
That works too. Cause the suspicion. Quite frankly, if one of them doesn't come back, or both, that's also telling. Okay. Send the 2 of them in the morning. 4 of you will follow without them knowing shortly after. Don't tail them, per se. I'll give you the proper time. I'll also give you a cart to get you there safely.
Worry not. If we need to track someone at a distance, I have ways to do that.
Good to know. Very handy skill to have. Of course, I understand this doesn't
Gotta be
necessarily
good at something.
line up with the initial job I presented to you. I'm willing to match whatever the payment is for the rest of you. And Nefa, we can discuss other matters afterwards.
Yes.
So very troubling to me. We're all trying our best to stay together, but the more people we lose, the more concerning it gets. I fear for how many are willing to stay.
Yeah, this one is a very blatant strike against us. This is a huge concern.
The loudest one so far. Almost seems a bit too inappropriately timed.
From the vibe you've given, the weirdest part seems to be that someone returned, which was likely not an accident.
Very tempted to agree. But also, by that measure, just as much of a trap as the opportunity. But I wouldn't be sending you all if I didn't feel capable. At the very least, I feel like Nefa is capable. I haven't really seen the rest of you in action yet, but we're all stuck around together as long and kept this one in check. gesturing towards Nefa, then there must be something about you. And quite frankly,
they can
I'm desperate.
they can handle themselves in the fight.
I have to remain here.
My bowstring itches.
My bowstring itches. I have to remain here to keep the barrier in place, but here, Nefa, take this. Places a small black opalite gem in your hand. Then you find yourself in a deep enough pinch. Focus on that.
Okay.
You add that to your inventory. It's like just a custom thing, Kavor's gem. Oh. And might also need ways to communicate with each other. Here, this is a little invention of mine. Goes around your ears. And he pulls out this like little kind of like ear-shaped gold piece lined with these almost emerald-esque gem crusts going across it. It's maybe not quite your style, but put it on your ear. As long as they're of a matching set, you can communicate with each other.
Should I be offended? Do these fit my elongated, pointy ears?
As you put it on the back of your ear, it kind of conforms to the shape of it.
Okay.
Almost like it's liquid metal at first.
Young ones are so crafty.
Okay. With that, kind of waves you all off, heads back to his tent for the night. You're free to turn in or do some extra investigational work before you head off to bed. Up to you guys.
Are there any things that look like they'd be good targets? Like for shooting?
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a couple of training dummies off to the side. It looks like, some of the raiders in the camp use it for, like, basic target practice for small firearms, just to keep themselves protected.
Yeah. I'll spend, like, an hour just shooting them from various different angles and positions, and then before finding a tent to enter my trance in.
Looking cool, Castian.
Okay.
I'd like to go find the guy that we just rescued.
Oh, Saul? Sure. He's off in his tent. He's not quite asleep yet. He looks weary, but his eyes seem wide open as he's laying down. No one else has returned to their tents yet.
Saul!
Huh?
Saul!
You're one of the people that was with Vice Captain Nefa. Can I help you?
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the place that you were at and look for your friend.
Going to the archives?
Yeah. Is there anything that we should know before we get there? Because it'd be great to have that now, as opposed to finding it out later.
It's a good idea.
You haven't heard about it before. The archives, from what we knew about them, they were sort of this abandoned library on the path to Tal Nova. People would stop there, see whatever tomes they had available for research. Scholars would meet there frequently for weird collaborative works. But that was over 100 years ago. Some unmarked incident led to the disappearance of over 100 people within the archives in a single night. Since then, it was kind of left to rot. It was marked off as an unsafe location. They couldn't quite decipher the source of disappearance, but from time to time, raiders like to examine the ground level and see if they could find any leftover artifacts or books of worth, and, well, even though we generally steered clear of it because the captain tells us to steer clear of it, we were curious and maybe a little desperate to see if we could find something more valuable than our current haul. So me and Zan went in. Couldn't find much. Looked like the place had been picked clean. And one moment I saw him, the next I didn't. Good?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, no. He responded.
Oh, sorry. I think the Wi-Fi cut out because you all froze for a bit.
Oh.
I couldn't tell. Sorry.
Yeah. Basically, where did it cut off at?
The last thing I heard was that typically you're not allowed in there, but you wanted to see if you could get something better than your last haul.
Yeah. And then he just wanted to describe that when they went in, they didn't really find anything. It looked like the place had been picked clean, and then the next moment, Zan was being dragged off by something he couldn't see.
Oh, okay. And so was it difficult to get in, or was it all the complication pretty much after you all had searched the place?
The complication was only after we went inside. The place isn't closed off or anything. It's just sort of a taboo ruin to explore.
And do you remember in what general direction, like once we get inside, what general direction your friend was pulled off into?
I think I heard his screams coming from East Wing.
Okay.
I think. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Sorry to bother you. I know you need to like get rest or whatever, but
Just be careful when you go.
yeah, it's me. This is me being careful of me being careful by asking you questions before I go off and do the thing. But thank you.
Okay.
And then I leave.
Bye. And kind of lays back down. Cassian, as like towards the end, like when you're finishing up your training, your bow does start to like give off that weird beat again.
Oh no.
Like pulsates for a brief moment. Doesn't seem more intense than. But
Okay, it's not talking to me this time.
you feel it's not talking to you this time, but you feel it tugging your attention towards Ulrich's tent.
Okay. Well, I mean, the bow's the only thing I have from home. I'll trust it. I'll pause in my practice and I'll kind of slowly pad over to the outside of his tent. Not on the door side, just on like one of the closed sides. Like,
So, as Cassian's doing this, I'm gonna bump into him on my way to Argo's tent,
Okay.
holding my knife very blatantly in my hand.
That guy.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna voluntarily fail any check to have noticed him beforehand, and
You turn around so you could have.
I'm gonna whip
ability.
and I'm gonna whip and train my bow to the direction, and then upon seeing nobody, I look down and be like, "What? Oh, fancy
Hey,
seeing you here."
hey Cassian, what you doing?
You know, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just gonna see Argo.
I'd like to walk back from Sal's tent.
Funny, I had some business in this tent.
You need any help?
We could pretend we never saw each other.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, I like that
All
better.
right.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk off.
And I'll briefly glance as he walks off, knife at the ready, and then try to see if I can hear anything through the tent.
Okay. You hear some squawks through the tent.
Squawks? Oh, I guess he does have a bird.
But then you look off to your right, and you see that it looks like Ulrich's and Argo are having a discussion all the way towards Kavor's tent.
So that's here.
Yeah, and they exchange for a few minutes before it seems like Kavor opens the entrance and ushers them inside, probably to tell them about the plan for tomorrow.
Is my bow still giving me the old mental circle jerk?
Yeah, it's still kind of pulsing you in.
Is it pulling me towards the vice captain's tent still, or is it pulling me towards him in Kavor's tent?
It's pulling you towards his the vice captain's tent.
Okay.
Towards him himself.
Sorry, I forgot his name already.
Ulrich's.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, I know he's not in there, but the bird is.
Dun dun dun.
Well, I have a quick way to get out. All right, I will make sure. I'll take another glance to make sure they have not left Kavor's tent, and I will glide my way in there all stealthy like.
Okay. Sneak in,
Yeah.
make sure no one's looking at you as you slip into the tent quickly. Once you get in, his quarters look like more of a lab than a place of living. In the hut, you see what you'd expect, a simple bed, table with multiple papers and a few pieces of precious gems, like, thrown across it. A few beakers with these strange, like, blue and greenish liquids filling them. And of course, you see the bird cage with the same fat bird you saw before.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of hold the bow by the lower half out in front of me and just like kind of look at it and then look around the room. Do I feel anything?
Nothing specifically, but why don't you make an investigation check?
Investigation. Okay. That's the fatty +1. Oh, that's not amazing. That's an 11,
11? Okay.
but technically above average.
You don't see anything incredible. You look around, you see his papers, you see his vials. You're not really sure exactly what they're for.
Okay.
But you do find a couple of pieces of paper on the desk. And oddly enough, they have kind of similar handwriting, something you've seen before,
Okay.
but you're not sure where.
Would it have been from the creepy crawly library we went to?
It looks of a similar make, almost.
Okay. As a note, if I am reading anything, I'm not touching anything. I'm just kind of leaning and looking at it.
Okay.
I am making a point not to move anything out of the place it was in when I got here.
Okay.
Can I read them? Is it a language I understand? For reference, I speak Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Damn, that's a lot of languages.
Yeah, I'm 300 years old. I learned some things.
You could read.
Well, I'm not quite that
You
old
could
yet.
read about as many parts of it that you could in the weird study under the Guardian.
Hmm.
The one word that's familiar that comes up frequently again that you do recognize from that experience is the word abidance.
Bidens. Okay.
Which did come up quite frequently, that dungeon.
Okay. And that's pretty much all I glean from it.
Yeah, nothing else. The rest of it seems kind of jumbled, almost like it's in code.
Okay. Let's see. So there's just the papers and then just the various liquids and vials and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bird squawks again.
I ignore it. I guess I'll... Can I try to discern from like materials lying around and the colors of things what any of the liquids are?
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Medicine. That's also... Ooh, that's all right. Medicine is wisdom.
Very strange still.
That's a 12 plus 2. That's 14.
14. You look around, you see the gems, you see the vials, you see that maybe something's being melted down into the beakers to kind of fill the strange liquids. From what you could tell, these are some kind of painkiller or medicine. although it looks really strange.
Okay.
He seems to be melting it down from weird precious material he's finding.
Well, medicine and poison are two sides of the same coin, right? All right. Well, if the bow's not giving me anything else, and I've gleaned all I can for the most part, I will. I'll slip on out of there before I overstay my welcome.
Okay, sounds good. Grimlock,
Hey,
your turn. Your turn.
Knife bared.
so Argo's tent, huh?
Yeah.
You say it like you didn't put yourself there.
What do we got? What's going on over here in this neck of the woods?
So you go inside straight up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. you waltz in, knife brandish, not trying to hide yourself.
I follow closely.
Okay.
Is anyone here?
No,
Goon
it's
squad.
it's empty. His quarters are also pretty simple. Bed, small desk, pens and ink. Not much else. No other discernible decorations or unique stacks of belongings. Seems like a
Okay.
very plain room.
Could I make a general investigation check, see if there's anything interesting?
Sure.
I'm honestly not even sure what I'm looking for. I'm just combing the room, really.
You're the fucking detective. Of course you know what you're looking for.
I know exactly what I'm fucking looking for. I'm looking for plot, bitch.
I'm looking for the plot and I fucking found it.
Grimlock strolls in, Nia following closely behind him. And then Grimlock looks around the room, surveys the area, kind of starts turning shit over. Knife still in hand, by the way. Doesn't see anything of note, but then at the corner of your eye, Grimlock, something shiny appears to be stuck in one of the bedposts.
Bedpost.
Yep.
I will examine it more closely.
Seems like something's jammed in a small crevice in the bedpost. Want to try to pry it out with the knife?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, make a general dexterity check, like a sleight of hand check to see how cleanly you do.
He's a rogue too. Does he have thieves' tools? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't think he needs them for
Oh,
that. You approach the bedpost,
Oh my god.
oh my god!
You really fucking hate Argo, huh?
pop whatever you see out of it, and you catch it in your hand, and it looks like a coin of some kind. It's strange. One side is this almost waxy crimson red. Can't make any particular image off it. And the other side is a charred black. And as you start examining it, the coin starts to vibrate in your hand slightly,
Two-Face?
reacting to the one that you have in your pouch. From Morales.
Can I do a?
They seem to kind of repel each other.
Oh,
So as hard as you try to put the coins together, they like magnets stay ahead.
I go, wait, give me that. Let me try.
oh, Nia, when did you get here?
I follow closely.
Oh, well, you're getting better at the not being seen part. Here, you see what you can find out about this.
Okay,
I try and jam them together too.
make a strength check.
Let me see that nat 20.
No.
Not bad.
You really try to force them together, and you get closer than Grimlock, but then as they start to approach closer together, a small ball of energy starts to appear in the center that starts swirling around.
I go, oh.
And then, as you get even closer, it pops and bursts your hands apart.
Oh! Is it supposed to do that?
Not so long as I've used it. Well, let's just hold on to it for now.
Okay.
Maybe you can ask your candle.
Why you? This is the time for this. This is what you wanna. You wanna. This is what you wanna do.
Well, I mean, we can mess with Argo a little more. Like, I don't know. I could like pee on his bed.
I know it's convenient for you to get information from my dad, but I have to talk to him for that to happen. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, okay. We'll figure it out on our own.
Yeah. Why?
I'll like kick the chair over for good measure.
Okay, with your somehow flawless investigation packed away, both of you emerge from the tent. Everyone seems preoccupied. They're winding down for the night. No one really notices you going around. But make a general stealth check just in case.
Oh no, I have disadvantage on stealth because I'm wearing plate armor. Even though I have a +4, or I'm wearing half plate rather.
Does half plate also impose disadvantage?
Ugh.
I think half plate might not.
So seems like you're both. Well, you have disadvantage with it. Yeah, you're both largely fine still. As you're like heading out of the tent, you like walk a ways past it, and you bump into Lubs, who's like on their way to rest for the night, and they make eye contact with both of you. Like,
Lubs?
this gives you a good luck. Yeah.
Knife?
What?
Well, okay. Good night.
I just back up doing this.
Finger guns.
Yeah.
Hold on, Lubs. I got one question for you.
What's up?
Do they, you got any, like, little desert critters around here? Like, sand hares or, like, things like that?
Well, there's the sand hares that occasionally pop up in this area at night. There's the, well, occasionally there's a random displacer beast wandering around.
A what?
What?
Oh, no, they can't get in the encampment, but they do exist around here.
Could I have overheard this conversation?
Sure. You're on your way out of the tent around this time?
Yeah.
I was gonna go see if I could catch something, but if there's a displacer beast, I don't think I'm gonna go out there.
Yeah, you know, displacer beasts,
Wait, hi, good evening. Displacer beasts? Where?
just sometimes in the surrounding path. We honestly picked this specific location because people aren't too privy to coming out around here. But given who our captain is, it's easy to set up in a place like this.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why it's so far away from the main path to Talnova.
So far away, wait for the day.
But yeah, there's some other stuff that the others have seen. But if you want to just try and like hunt a hare, that shouldn't be too bad. If something else hasn't already hunted the hare first.
Yikes.
With that new information in my hand, and rather than setting up to do my little rest in the camp, I'm going to go find some kind of maybe rocky perch along the. I assume he like pointed to a specific path that the beasts hang about.
Yeah, they pointed to like the cliffside overhead, pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna find a safe looking a perch as I can find.
Okay.
And cross my legs, sit down, and trance there.
Okay, sounds good.
And yeah, keeping the inner eye out for any
Sure.
interesting prey.
Nefa, did you have anything you want to take care of for the night as the others are winding down too?
I guess not.
Okay. Definitely, you're somewhat relieved to be back. Tent in your encampment. Feel particularly good sleeping in your own cot again, but something still feels like a little unnerving about the whole situation with the sleep.
It's the atmosphere, man.
Okay, and Nia and Grimlock, do you guys have anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm good for bed.
Okay. We'll all bed down for the night. Nothing super eventful happens. You all wake up in the morning. And you're woken up by the sound of caravans already heading out for the day. Raiders going to get their haul or make sales in nearby towns. As you wander out from near Nefa's quarters to meet up with each other, you all kind of good morning away. Some of the lower ranked raiders in the camp hop over to the four of you and hand you guys like breakfast, simple breads and cheeses and kind of like a makeshift cup of coffee for the four of you.
I guess I did not come into contact with any six-legged jaguar beasties while I was out there.
No, you definitely sense their general presence, but the barrier surrounding the encampment, made of the gems in the sky, seems to keep at bay. It seemed as though that part that Loves was spewing was definitely true. But yeah, this one of the little, like a smaller dragonborn fellow walks over to you guys. The same one who handed you the drink last night, Cass. Though you can't really tell because your face was in your hands. It hands you all the breads and cheeses and the cups of coffee, but then hands like a bigger plate of food over to Nefa, along with a special mug of coffee. Okay.
Favoritism.
There you go, Captain. And if anyone else needs anything, let me know.
Thank you very much.
And he walks away to make sure everyone else in the camp has eaten something.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat and drink, slightly visibly disgruntled, disappointed that I did not get to hunt anything.
I'm gonna eat anything, everything. I'm in a great mood.
Okay. So, the cup of coffee is small, but as you start to take sips of it, pretty strong. Seems like this is what gets this group through the day. They progress. The breads, it seems like it was freshly prepared, nice and soft, got like a toasty exterior, and the cheese is like a white, almost like saltier cheese, but it goes really well with the bread. But yeah, you guys go off on your breakfast. Kavor comes over. He goes, okay. Well, I've sent off Ulrix and Argo not too long ago. I'd say maybe wait about an hour or so, and I'll have a cart ready for the four of you to go off after them.
Right.
Before we go, I did some late night reading and found a curious term mentioned in seemingly coded letters in Oryx's tent. We have come into contact with these yellow cloaked figures before in a library of sorts, and the only word I could read down there consistently was abidance, and I found the same word within the same script in your vice captain's letters. I don't know if that word holds any particular significance to you. It does not to me.
Well, we found it in a book a few months ago. Like you're saying, it was in coded letters, and quite frankly, that was about the only word I could make out myself. From what I can gather, it's a term frequent. Are you familiar with the Mad Scholar, Umalafari?
Out of character? Yeah, he's been mentioned before to us, I think,
Yes.
hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Vaguely, yes.
It's a sort of a keyword of sorts that comes up in his writings rather frequently. I had Ulrich's sort of investigating if this specific home we found had any real significance. But kind of like what you're describing, this was the only word he could really consistently find amongst the code. He hasn't developed the proper deciphering mechanism.
Fair enough. Nothing overtly suspicious then.
However, like you're saying, it's concerning that this was tied to the figure in yellow. I wasn't aware of that part. I thought he was examining relic of sorts.
It's possible he doesn't know either. The cloaked figure we found down there did not make it out.
Oh. So you killed it?
Yeah.
I'd nod.
How... Curiosity. What was that battle like? I don't know much about these figures, and quite frankly, I wasn't even sure if it was one or more people, or a group of some sorts.
Well, it's clearly at least 2 people if you've been seeing one as well.
Yeah.
But,
And the battle was a lot of fire.
Oh.
well, the being was, for lack of more specifics, not necessarily of this plane.
Oh.
I do not know if they're all like that, or if it was just the one.
But nonetheless, that seemed like that was the case, correct?
We didn't do much talking.
Understood. Okay. I was found in Ulrich's quarters. I don't suppose you found anything else of importance last night.
Some bizarre medicines he seemed to be concocting.
Oh, that's for my back.
It was, yeah, I think it was green.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Nothing particularly strange, except I don't know how his bird got that fat.
Oh, Sprig! Yeah, Sprig is, I'm not certain how he flies. But he does.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
well, quite quickly. I mean, honestly, it's strange. You'll see him perched on Ulrich's shoulder one moment, and then he'll be back in his cage the next.
It's a quantum
Interesting.
bird.
Well,
Well, yes, that, anyways, that is, I felt I should mention it.
I appreciate it. I'll look into it a little bit more to see if it has any relation to figure in yellow. Well, for now, I'll leave you all to it. If you have anything you need in the way of preparation, let me know. I'll be arranging for your travel over to the archives. Have you been told what they're like?
As a group, we have not.
Nefa can attest to this, but I tell the raiders frequently to stay away from taboo ruins. The archives are a particularly famous one, located along the path towards Stalnova. They've been abandoned for about 100 years or so, but no one's really sure the reason why. There was an incident that happened there about a century ago. After the incident, the archives were...
A century ago.
Yeah, the archives were once closed up. Left to rot, basically. Supposedly, some other group plucked it of anything valuable ages ago, but raiders by nature like to check any spot for any potential goods, be it crap or actually valuable. That said, that spot in particular and a few others, I make sure the others to they're clear from. Paul and Zan were desperate to have someone gave them incentive to go there. But regardless, they went. Now, Unfortunately, in the situation where we had to send you all over to see if Zan's even still alive. That's about the extent of what anyone knows about it. Other than that, it might be dangerous. Hey.
Well, can anyone think of anything we need?
No, other than, transportation, I'll leave any other preparation up to the rest of you. I'll go make sure your ride is in order.
Alright, thank you very much for your help, Captain.
We need food and water.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I can do this.
And extra food. Yeah, we need extra food. I just remembered, I don't think Nia's had second breakfast yet.
Second breath. Okay, sure.
And
Sure.
I guess we
Listen,
take
the less we talk about these two's eating habits, the better. Just move the keep going.
Okay.
I mean, I guess also because I guess our new pet.
Oh, right.
Hey, he's not a pet. He's a member of this team now.
I have nothing to do with that creature.
Look at him. Intelligence brims from these eyes.
You know, looking around the room, I don't see a difference. You're right. You win this round, Bones.
Okay, do y'all have any last minute prep you want to do before you get on the cart?
No.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Before gets you guys a cart ready with food, extra food, and water.
I'm sorry. This was something I had meant to ask to do. If it's too late, I understand. But before the vice captains left before us, I wanted to cast Hunter's Mark on one of them.
Sure, which one?
The not Argo.
Ulrix?
Oryx, yeah.
Okay.
Since I can only cast it at first or second level, I'll cast it at first. It only lasts for an hour. But
Sure. Yeah, sure. I think that the timing for that would have to be when since you were perched on top of the cliff, you could probably get a clear shot on him as they were getting ready to leave. Because you don't need that much sleep anyway, right?
no, I think Eladrin and elves only need 4 hours.
Yeah, so you were probably up way before anyone else in this camp.
Let's see, trance. Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah, so I'd say
So
you were up.
half the normal.
You definitely saw them leave, so you were able to mark Ulrich just fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Excellent. Thank you.
Your cart's set up. Strangely enough, it's just Baxter pulling it. Normally, that's not the case for camel dogs, but you see it strapped up to Baxter, and Baxter goes.
Can't. I looked to Grimlock. Can just he pull all of us in the cart?
I'm not sure, but I do know. Well, get him motivated, and I'll rummage around in the supply sack for. Nia, what do you think he would like here?
I don't know, I ate that mango earlier.
Yeah, I'll give him another one of these.
Okay.
You know what? Toss me another one.
And it goes darting off with the cart. None of you are in it yet.
What?
Make everyone make an acrobatics check
Oh, I'm great at those.
to try and catch onto the cart.
He says before he crit fails.
He who says before crit failing.
Okay, snap 16.
7
Got a 12.
is 15.
17.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not natural.
So 15, 17, 20, and what was the last one?
Oh, I was 12.
Oh, 12. Okay, so first of all, as he sees the thing pull off, Grimlock jumps on immediately. Cassian notices what's happening, grabs the back of the cart, and hurls himself in. Nefa manages to react in time to grab it as well, as she's like pulling herself in. Nia makes a dash, almost doesn't make it, but then Cassian's gonna reach out his hand, just barely miss, and then Grimlock's gonna jump on Cassian's hand and reach out for Nia's hand to grab her.
So I'm like gripping his foot.
Yeah. You reacted, you're just like, oh, okay, he's here now.
Thank
then-
God I'm spry.
And then with Grimlock's help, you're able to pull Nia back in. So all four of you are in the
like a
cart.
chain, like whoa.
There's some DuckTales shit.
DuckTales, woo.
We all come crashing into the cart.
No one's driving right now, but you're all on the cart, and it's going pretty fast.
I'll
Excellent.
move to drive because I presumably have done this before.
Yeah, you've done it a couple- you've done it a couple times.
This is your show, Nefa.
All right. Time to show off my skills.
You grab the reins briefly. Takes a little bit of wrangling, but it seems like you managed to direct Baxi in the right direction, based on what the captain was saying. The archives are located. Okay. About an hour or so passes. As you get closer, you start to see that a trail was left in the path you're going to presumably from Argo and Ulrich's. And eventually you make it to the front of the library of the old archives off the beaten path.
Ooh.
What can you guys see so far?
I see the initial room, I'm guessing.
Okay,
Yeah, I see. Like it looks like 6 like museum trays of like artifacts, kind of looking thing.
Okay. Yeah. So as you
And yeah, just that room.
as you approach it, it's like kind of off the beaten path towards this sunken in crevice with a lot of high cliffs surrounding it, almost as a sort of natural protection. It's this grand 2-story structure with a lot of almost sphinx-esque statues propping up parts of the roof as pillars. Some ancient Azbian writing covers the front facade. And at the very center, this almost gargoyle-esque figure is peaked at the top of the archive. A grand kind of like disheveled wooden entrance is covering the front door, and there are further statues and drained fountains off towards the front.
Okay. As soon as we approach the building, I want to try to see if I can glean sense where Oryx went, because him being Hunter's Mark gives me advantage on checks to find/track him.
Okay. You see what appears to be another Sand Raider caravan, so you can assume they've arrived already. So is it like, what kind of investigation is it? Is it like
On either perception or survival, so like tracking or just like sight, like senses,
I guess let's do perception.
or like magically heightened to his presence, I guess.
Yeah, let's do perception.
It's vague.
Right, yeah, it's weird.
There's no specific tracking roll, right?
And
So
his
you
name
said
is
perception?
John Cena.
Yeah.
Okay, first roll was a 15. Second roll was a 17. Ooh. That's a plus 5, 22.
22. You can sense, yeah, he seems somewhat close by. You could definitely sense Ulrich's right now. Somewhere probably on the main floor.
Okay.
But you feel like his essence somewhere around there.
His essence.
I don't know if Cassian's ready for that level of commitment.
Yeah, hold on a second.
He has-
Essence
he
Day,
has-
Ulrich.
He has to be one day.
But we're inside, right?
You haven't gone inside yet, but you can.
Yeah, I guess we enter, right? Shoop.
Okay. If I have any specific notes for this, or if I could just freeball it.
Once we step inside, I'm gonna divine sense again.
Okay. Rattle me off the list of things that Divine Sense covers again.
Hollow, celestial, fiend, undead.
Not within a mile?
60 feet.
60 feet. Nothing on this floor, it looks like.
Yeah. It's just the Horizon Walker stuff that's weirdly like a mile.
So, as
I
you
mean, you're like crossing planes and shit.
Yeah,
so.
it's like, where the fuck are you, you bitch? Get back to your plane.
as you will enter the main hall of the archives, a once renowned home for any knowledge seekers, scholars, mages, for exclusive tomes for their research, use nothing but battered down, empty, cleaned out shelves, similarly worn down desks, cracked tiling all across the floor. Everything appears almost completely empty outside of the still standing furniture. It's strange. It's strangely hollow.
So I assume these trays are not as populated as they look in the map.
Yeah, not quite.
Okay, yeah. No fancy weapons.
There
Just
is-
lying around.
There is, however, in the center, now recorded on this generic map I found, in the center there's a almost older model-looking, a much smaller scale statue resembling a larger fountain dedicated to Salafiel in Oruna. But it looks
Okay.
like a different depiction of the goddess.
Different era of worship.
Yeah, she's rather than brandishing her twin swords that she's seen usually carrying, she's holding a book in one hand and cradling a child in the other.
You gotta learn to read, kid.
You gotta learn today. Read.
Hits him with the book.
Well, we gotta learn to.
This is
read.
high impact learning.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is just Agorist.
Can I get any? Can I get any sense of what direction Oryx is in?
You know, it's strange.
It's all Oryx.
Always
Always
has.
has been.
Uh,
As soon as you stepped in, you had a clear picture that he was somewhere in the first floor. But now that you're on the first floor, I kind of feel Ulrich's in a lot of places.
Oh,
Okay.
I would like to.
As in, it feels like he's moving around quickly, or as in, like, I sense him in more than one place at the same time.
Like it's one big mass of Ulrich.
Okay.
oh god.
Big Chungus
Really
Oryx.
all-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's bizarre.
I relay. I'm assuming that I did, but just in case I didn't, I relay the information that I got from Saul. It being to the east in here.
Out towards the right wing? Sure.
I'll also relay that my tracking magic is acting very funky in here. So just everyone keep on their toes.
What do you mean it's acting fucky?
Well, you know how you look at me and you see, me at, what I look like, my height, width.
Yeah.
So, like, imagine you looked at me and I was like 8 times that size. That kind of
Extra
fucky.
wide. I don't get it.
Something's
But I will-
interfering, essentially. So there's enough magic in this place to just be in the air here, enough to distort it.
I gotcha. We got a problem. Oh god.
Battery's been turned into vapor.
That I suppose he could have turned into a cloud. Yeah, that would explain it. Is your co-captain capable of something like that?
Would I know that?
As far as Nefa knows, Ulrich is just a normal old human. He's a
Well,
he's
he
a,
could
he's a
be a
sword-
normal old human wizard, right?
Yeah, no, he's a sorcerer. He's capable of
Oh.
magic.
Yeah.
But
So I guess it's-
not of this type, as far as you know.
well, I haven't seen this particular magic trick from him, unless something did it to him, like something else.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out shortly.
One way or another, I agree. Yeah.
We could just leave.
Come on.
I'm certainly not particularly invested, but
But Grimlock, if something else kills Argo, how are you going to kill Argo?
I
Yeah,
could
Bill's
do
good.
she makes a point.
But there's other people to kill. If that's what... Well, I don't know why that would be our goal, but... It is.
With Argo, I thought I...
Everybody hates Argo.
So what's
Come
what's
on, I tried my best to flirt with Argo.
You-
Cassian can't do it. Okay, he can't do
He
it.
tried his best. Argo will be mine.
so what's in this stuff like to the side?
Oh, in the main foyer?
Yeah.
Pretty much, the structure seems like cubbies for study that have long since been abandoned. You see really tall shelves that you assume used to hold a lot of useful books and information.
But they're bare.
They're bare. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is strange because
They're made of bear?
considering this place was quarantined effectively, it's weird that there's nothing in it at the moment.
Quarantined.
Hey, come on, you know people don't listen to that.
I'm gonna put on my mask,
Okay.
and then we're gonna proceed forward.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
guess
East
you
Wing.
do actually have
Yes,
a mask.
Are you guys splitting up and examining places, or?
I don't know. Hell no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Well, the one Nia talked to said they were to the he thought they were to the east, so might as well start there.
Okay.
So
Oh.
this way we go.
Oh boy, this is my first time revealing Fog of War.
I will lead the pack, I guess. Long sufferingly.
Okay.
Long live the king.
Okay. 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 So, you guys all walk into the right wing. Similarly, there's a couple of statues. Long since parts of them have kind of fallen away. The bookshelves are still relatively barren, with not a lot of other discernible features outside of like a few weird old ancient Azbian scrawls on the wall. And then as you look up, you see what appears to be Ulrich's investigating something off towards the far end of the right wing.
Oh look, there he is.
There he is.
What are all of you doing here? Oh, Nafa. It's a pleasure.
Hello. You know, the captain just made it. Send us here to make sure everyone gets out all right. You know,
Oh,
after all these mysterious disappearances, you know, he's rightfully worried.
oh joy. Well, I can't say that I'm not somewhat relieved to see you. I haven't seen Argo since we set foot in the main foyer, but I haven't heard anything either. Been examining this side of the wing to see if I can find any clues as to where he might have went.
Yeah, Saul said that they disappeared on the east side, but did Argo just vanish? Or did he wander off?
I had him investigate the West Wing, and then when I went to check it, he wasn't there anymore.
Disconcerting.
That said, when I actually looked through the West Wing, I couldn't find any discernible doors or anything, so... Well, I figure I might have been missing something. I've combed the place about 2 or 3 times already.
Nothing of note stood out.
No, as you can see, the shelves are empty, the statues are lifeless, and I am short a co-captain.
This is very troubling indeed. Alright, well,
Ah,
I guess
yes.
we'll see what we can find.
What a tragedy. Argo is missing.
I'm gonna go over. Is this a statue that's actually here?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Okay, what are you doing with it?
I was just gonna go over and just kind of investigate it, poke around, see if there's any
Sure.
joints that might want to open like a doorknob.
Sure. It's like roll an investigation check.
Okie doke. Ooh, it's pretty good. 19 plus 1 to a 20.
What 20? So you investigate the statue over here and the general room at large. There's nothing that looks like a secret switch or anything on this side. You see some like however, on like the underside of the statue, it's strange. You see the same type of cursive that you saw both in the underground of the Guardian and in Ulrich's scraps on his desk. You could assume the source is somewhat similar, but obviously you can't read it.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Hey, come here for a minute. Can you read this?
Hmm?
And I'll like point to underneath the statue.
Oh, it's ancient.
I want to be watching his face very closely to see if maybe if he can read it and tries to hide it or something.
Okay. Make an insight check as you're watching go do
Yeah.
this.
All right, that's an 11 plus insight 16.
Okay. He looks at the text and his eyes kind of dart back and forth across it. Like, huh. Curious. And you could tell that like he's intrigued and also somewhat concerned with what he's seeing. As he reads through it, he goes, "Well, it's definitely ancient Azbian. I can't say if I've seen this exact type of text before, but I can make out the message. Seems like some sort of lyric or something, or like a riddle. It says, when hope is gone, all knowledge lost, abide by the rules, and shatter the lock. Don't suppose you have any insights into what that could mean?"
Was gone and knowledge lost. Abide by the rules and shatter the lock.
Not particularly, not something I can think
Well,
of.
I'm no Azbian, but are there any particular customs you all would adhere to in a place of, I don't know, learning or whatever this place used to be?
Well, abiding by the general rules of the archives generally would mean... And then, as he's in the middle of his sentence, a shadowy hand kind of emerges from the statue itself, grabbing Ulrich by the mouth, and slowly starting to pull him in. You hear him resist, like...
I try to grab him.
Sure. Make a...
Since I assume I was right next to him.
like a reactionary thing. Make a strength check if you're trying to like. Are you like trying to pull him away from the hands?
Yeah, just try to stop him from getting pulled into the statue or wall or whatever's happening.
Okay, make a strength check.
Strength arena, okay. Raw rolls. 8.
Oh,
The,
8 plus 0.
the hand's dragging him. You try to grab him by the torso and pull him in, but your hand slips, and whatever shadowy figure was dragging him into the statue seems to almost pull him into the wall slowly. His body phases into the actual stone structure before it finally fades from vision.
all right. Now seems like a good time to cast Mage Armor.
And
All right, so we're out of here, right? Like this is.
and after Ulrich gets pulled in, you
Oh
hear
no, that was kind of interesting.
you hear whispering from the walls. Like, and slowly gets to grow.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta get out of
Slowly
here.
gets to grow.
Did anyone understand that?
No.
It grows louder and louder as the entranceway to the right wing closes off with some of this strange, bizarre, almost smoky energy. And then
All right, my bow is out, knocked, and drawn.
Time to scrap.
and then, well, let me get rid of this. From
Far,
behind,
no.
from behind you, Cassian. This figure,
So like over here. Okay.
this figure appears and starts to take a slash at you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna need you all to. Is it too late to roll initiative? So we save this for next time.
Sure, that's fine with me.
I mean, I'm fine with either. I can keep
Yeah.
going. I can stop.
Mostly same, yeah.
Vince, Dennis, where are you guys at?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, now I'm gonna need you guys to roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Let's
mean-
roll initiative. I want to shoot something.
Yeah, let's roll. let's roll initiative.
It's time to roll. Okay.
All right.
Do.
Appears to be a 13. Turn order. Go.
All right, where the fuck is
Mine-
my battle music?
Yeah, was it time for Mega Man 0?
Yo, wait, fuck. I wonder if there's like a. Hold on.
Medieval Mega Man 0 remix.
it's time for the Helltaker theme.
Okay. Sure.
Wait, Dave. Give me a hidden trap.
Hidden trap.
Yeah.
It was right there. It was in the album.
Okay.
It's number 7.
Okay.
It's like a time trial kind of song.
Okay. Let me roll initiative for this thing.
All right, my initiative was 17.
Okay, let me get the initiative thing up. Where is it again? Under.
It's the
It'd be next to your ruler, I think.
I was kind of slash.
Yeah. There's like a little clock thing or something.
Oh, yes.
Turn order.
All right. So who had the highest? Who had the highest?
I think me 17.
17. Okay. So Cassian. You can you edit your own number? Well, whatever. Who had?
So yeah, I can.
Okay. Who was next? Everyone rattle off your numbers again for me.
I think it's Nefa at 13, me at 8, and then Mia at 4.
At least she's consistently at the bottom of the initiative.
I don't know why you just never roll well for initiative.
It's honestly better off.
I mean, I'm glad I'm high in the order because this thing's right in my ass.
Oh yeah, this thing is gassed. Okay, so Cassian, you're actually despite this thing coming at you first.
I had the arrow drawn already, right? Could be quick.
So here's the funny thing: as it goes to make a slash at you, you hear this whisper in the back of your mind, and you're not sure which voice is coming from the back of your mind. you kind of hear like almost like a child like, "Oh, I can help with that." And as this thing goes to make a slash at you, and you instinctively go to block with the bow, this like weird spectral blade pops out the side of where the other bow's handle is, blocking whatever this thing's slashing at you with.
Is my bow also a sword?
We can go over the mechanics of that later. But for
Okay,
now,
yeah, sure.
it parries the strike and you have your turn.
Is it also
Cool.
a gun?
All right, well, we're in battle, so no time to think about that. I notice he's been parried, and I start shooting.
Okay, go.
I could... So technically, I'm allowed to shift my hunter's mark with a bonus action when the target dies.
Okay.
Did Oryx just die?
No.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I can do that then. Let's see. If the target drops 0 points, yeah, no. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop concentration on that.
The funny thing about the hunter's mark in this situation is, it still seems to encompass most of the room.
Well, I'm not concentrating on anything else yet. I'll keep it up.
Okay.
But I will use my bonus action to use a planar warrior to add the D8 of force damage to one of the hits,
Okay.
and I'll fire off 2 arrows.
Okay. Shoot.
All right. 8 and 15 with my plus 11s. That's a 26 and a 19.
Oh yeah, both hit.
Okay. The first one will be planar warrior. So that's 2d8. 6. These d8s? No, these are d8s. Alright, first one is 8. 11. 17 force damage.
17 force damage. Okay.
And the second shot is 14 magical piercing.
Magical piercing. So 17 and 14?
Yes.
Okay. Blah, blah. Both arrows strike true into this thing's chest. Now that you get a closer look at it, it appears to be this almost blue-skinned, smoky entity. You're not sure if you've seen something like it before, but it's wielding a blade in one hand, and there's some sort of spell conjuring in its left.
Okay, I'm going to move over here and provoke any attacks of opportunity that provokes.
Yes, you'll get one.
Swing, bada bada.
Swing, bada, bada. 24.
Oh! No, that doesn't hit.
I mean, oh.
That's got me.
So you're going to take 7 slashing and 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
So
Well,
as you try to get away
total.
from it, it slashes you with the scimitar and leaves a normal flesh wound, but you feel a jolt of electricity from the blade.
I make a kind of spastic grunt as I roll past him.
Okay.
But yeah, and that's my turn. I'm over here now.
Sounds good. Next up is this thing, actually. Okay.
Is he gonna chase me?
It looks like he's going to chase you. So he's going to run at you, and this time, seems like it's not going to be anything fancy. He's going to try to slash at you with his blade. So that is a 12. That doesn't hit.
No, sir.
That's a 26.
That one hits.
Ooh, that is crit.
What the fuck? He swung 3 times?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. And he crit
Oh
me.
baby.
This is giving me fucking time at flashbacks. Alright, get me.
Bye-bye. Or 25. You take 7 lightning damage and 18 slashing damage.
Jesus.
So it follows you quickly and slashes into you.
Okay.
Is this a
Ow.
Naruto playing card, Dave?
It could be. All right, next up is Nefa. Grimlock, you're on deck.
Oh fuck! I forgot I had this spell. Oh, it's too late. I'll use it next time.
You're gonna hellish rebuke him.
No, but I can absorb elements. Next time.
Alright. So I think I'm just gonna chill touch. I roll range hit. 16 plus 7, 23 to hit.
23 to hit. Okay, 23 hits.
Alright, now he takes 2d8 necrotic damage.
2d8 necrotic. Okay, you got it.
That's a 7. That's also a 7, so 14.
14. You got it.
Yep. And also, it cannot regain hit points at the start of my next turn.
Okay, sounds
It's the
good.
hand's next moment.
Grimlock, you're up. Nia, you're on deck.
I'm gonna hop onto this table here, or it's like a reading cubicle, right?
Yeah. Well, enough, you're small enough to like
Yeah,
use it as a brief source of cover. You know what I mean? Like the front end of the desk, you kind of like move around.
Yeah.
Is he mounting his long crossbow or whatever?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Long short bow.
Short bow.
My short longbow.
Yeah,
Short
whatever
longbow.
it fucking is called.
Long short bow. I think I officially called it the pocket rocket, but
Yes, I think that's true.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shoot it at the guy.
sure, take a shot.
16.
16, huh? Nah, you missed.
I missed.
I fired. I missed.
Ouch.
You have more, one more, right?
No, I only have one attack per turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Rogues do not get extra attack. They get sneak attack instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Let's see.
Got mastermind.
Mastermind. I will give my help to. Let's see. Nia comes up right after me, so I will give it to Nia this round.
Okay.
I say, Nia. Hit it in the face.
Okay. Wait, so I had inspiration?
No, it gives you advantage.
By the way, Cassie, you still have 1d6 inspiration die from the beginning.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. In what situations can I use it?
I think like saves, ability rolls, damage.
Okay, sure.
Okay, well, I was going to use my turn to give myself advantage, but since I already have it.
No, you don't need to.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cassie, you're on deck.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. So then, upon Grimlock's request, Nia kind of does one of those, like, side neck things, does the knuckles, and just takes out Wickermole and goes, ah! Just sprints and tries to attack this guy.
Okay.
Shoot the face.
Barreling over the statues you see in front of you, you go to swing at this thing with your hammer.
So I'll take the 18.
I believe 18 hits.
Let's go. Alright, so as a bonus action, I'm gonna Searing Smite at a second level.
Okay.
At a second level. So this is gonna be 2d6. 1d. So that's the d8. Those are the d6. I forgot I have real dice again. So this is what? 4, 7, 8 plus 3, 11.
11 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Any specific elemental types that should be aware of?
Yeah. Searing Smite.
Fire, right?
That sounds like fire.
It does fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, you sprint across the room and smash into this thing to help Cassian out. Any bonus actions?
Bonus action is a smite.
Oh, it was a smite. Okay, you got it. Okay, cool. Cassian, you're up. Nefa, you're sort of on deck after the genie.
Big sweaty insects.
I'm going to start the turn using my bonus action to use phase step, and I will magically teleport 30 feet away.
Okay.
And since I am Winter Phase Eladrin, I can make one creature of my choice make a Wisdom save or be frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna... Where will I poof? I'll poof over here next to Grimlock.
Okay.
And he has to make a Wisdom save. 13. Not that high.
Oh, he fails.
Oh, okay. Well, he's frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
So you phase into
How
like
badly did you fail?
you phase into like a shivery breeze and appear where you want to be in front of Grimlock. And this thing kind of looks at you as you make the shift and goes, and it's kind of stopped in its tracks for a moment.
Yeah, bitch. And I'm spending that inspiration die to get advantage on this first attack roll.
Okay.
Because apparently that's how DM inspiration works versus Bardic inspiration,
Oh yeah.
according to D&D Beyond. I don't know.
Nah, that's fine. I'm with it.
Whee! All right, that's a 10, a 13, and because of Elven accuracy, I get another one. 4. So that's 25 for the first attack.
Yeah, that hits.
Oops, I dropped that one. And 17 for the second. 17 for the second attack.
I believe both hit. 1 second. Both hit.
Okay. Just roll all the damage together because it's the same type.
Kind of a banger.
All right, that's 8 and a 6. That's 14 plus 12 is 26 magical piercing.
26 magical piercing. Okay, once.
And I used face step, so mark that off.
26 magical piercing.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll be as I appear next to Grimlock, I'll be like visibly like panting a little bit because I just got slapped.
Next up is this thing's turn.
Oh.
In front of Nia, you're gonna hear like. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Yeah. This thing's gonna kind of shake itself off for a bit, still kind of like a little disturbed by Cassian's presence. And then you're gonna hear from it. Oh, Taka! And it's gonna kind of crush a ball of energy in its hand, and then almost seemingly out of nowhere, you hear a coming down from the ceiling. And, oh, did I not add this thing? Oh, okay. Don't fail me now, Don't fail me now. Roll 20. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Aha! And this almost... This four-legged, bird-like creature comes down from the sky and lands in between Grimlock and Nefa. I believe but how is that? How is that? Okay. Okay. And this big bird creature is actually going to make its move right now. It's going to slash at Nefa with its talons. And let's see how much that. 3. That is only a 12. 12 doesn't hit, right?
12 doesn't.
12 does not. Okay, so only one of these hits. Nefa, you're going to take not that much. 7 piercing damage. This thing's gonna kind of like claw at you from the sky, and try to swoop back up again. Next up is the genie, finishing its turn. And this thing is gonna see Nia in front of it, kind of ignore Cassian for a moment, and just gonna make an attack at Nia.
For a moment.
For a moment.
Some people wait a lifetime.
For a moment like that. You're gonna see,
Some people.
okay, Nia, you're gonna see electricity start to come from its sword, and this thing's gonna start to like run its hand across it, and this big burst of energy is gonna come from the sword. I need you to Constitution saving throw.
That probably didn't make it.
Much is it?
7.
Yeah, that does not make it.
Love
Okay, so you are going to take 8 thunder damage
thunder damage.
and get pushed away from this thing about 10 feet. Oh, that is pathetic. Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Not say what level. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, still a low roll. 13 thunder damage.
13.
Yeah. You get pushed 10 feet away from this.
Was this like a burst of energy, or was I attacked?
This was a thunder wave, so you were attacked.
Okay, I'm just asking. Okay.
Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, I'm gonna hellish rebuke for sure.
Hellish Rebuke! What's the dex save on that? It's a dex save, right?
Yep, it's 14.
It makes it.
So some of the wax from wicker mold will boil in response to being hit.
Okay. Nice. So it's gonna take half damage from it because it made the save, but roll your dice.
It's gonna take. Where am I? It's gonna take 17 fire damage.
Nice. Okay. Nefa, you're up. Grimlock, you're on deck.
I assume the Griffin's still in melee range of me.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Time to pull out the Vampiric Touch.
Okay.
3rd level.
Well, actually,
You really like
so
touch people, don't you?
okay. I have to apologize. I was being a little vague. It's about 20 feet in the air. But vampiric touch can reach up, can't it? Or is it touch range?
No, that's chilling touch.
That's
Vampiric
chilling
touch
touch.
is yeah.
Yeah.
Vampiric touch is I'm throwing these hands.
Okay, yeah. No, it's about 20 feet up in the air. So unless you could jump really high,
But what's the range of vampiric touch?
A vampiric touch is touch range because it's cast on myself. Chill touch
So-
is 120 feet.
So it's 5 feet. You can jump. How?
Not high enough.
I know.
Gotcha.
How with a -1 to strength? No,
Okay, yeah. Never.
not the wizard. Pick. Yeah, I guess we just chill touch the griffin.
Sure.
Ooh, that is a 12 to hit.
I highly doubt it, but yeah. Oh, that hits.
Oh.
Oh,
Alright, he takes 2d8 necrotic damage. And that's a 7. That's a 5.
A 12 overall.
Yep, 12 necrotic total.
The energy claws into this thing, and you hear from it. Bird
How dare you
noises.
touch me?
Okay,
Bird pranks.
bird pranks. If that's it, then Grimlock, you're up. Neo, you're on deck.
I would like to rage.
Can you do
You
that?
take 1 level in barbarian.
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
But it was a question. Can he do that? You never know, dude. He's a fun box of surprises.
He has Fury of the Small. Close enough.
I'm just gonna shoot at the djinn again.
Okay.
14.
That
I did
misses.
not hit. Yeah. This time I will give my help action to Cassian.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, what's up?
I have a plan. It's going to involve you, and listen carefully, shooting that genie in the head. Don't miss.
Okay.
Oh, you know what's kind of cool? This is the official Mega Man Zero, like, sound box from the Capcom sound team. It's not just someone reposting it.
Don't miss like I did.
Yeah, it's real nice when video game companies.
I do plan to hit. It's
That's the idea.
that is the idea.
That's the idea.
Okay, Nia, you're up. Cassian, you're on deck.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swing at him again.
Wing. That's speed. You want to use your real dice?
Yeah. 15.
15 misses.
Oh. Alrighty.
So
Any bonus action?
I have bonus actions other than smites.
Okay. Cassian, you're up. Nefa, you're 2 turns away.
All right, I'm gonna try to channel energy into the bowstring and use one of the spell charges to add ice knife to the first arrow.
Okay.
So that's 1 charge used, and I have Elven cheaty face advantage thanks to Grimlock. So
Okay.
here we go. 10, 11.
Oh yeah, you have super advantage.
Yeah, every time I get advantage, I get another die.
Oh my
I came
god.
to try
Because
drive.
elves are fair. 17. So that's 28 for the first one. And then 21 on the second one.
Both hit.
All right. So the first one's gonna do a fatty chunk of damage. It's gonna do 5, 12, 18, 18 piercing and magical piercing and 6 cold damage from the first arrow.
Okay.
And then 5, 11 magical piercing from the second arrow. So
29 magical piercing in total and 6 ice.
No, that's. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I couldn't do math for a second.
Okay. Both arrows, including the enhanced ice knife arrow, landed.
I
in
aimed
this
for its head, like like Grimlock said.
and it really starts to take a toll on it. And as it looks at you, kind of in like the throes of still having been scared of you for a moment,
I stare back.
yeah, you hear the disgruntled chanting that was muttering under its breath start to stop, and it raises a hand and goes, "Wait! Wait! Stop! Stop!" And then the form of the blue-skinned, Jin-looking figure kind of like reels itself back to reveal Ulrich, who had just disappeared a moment ago.
I knew it.
And I think that's where we're going to stop tonight.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
And I'm gonna shoot him again. All right, I'll
Gas me up, Grimlock. We're getting both those eye holes today.
By the end of this day, there will be no more vice captains left.
Wait, what about me?
You can
What
resign.
about you?
It's either die or resign. All right, great job, everyone. We did it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for the session, Dave.
I like how Grimlock stole that coin from Argo and just didn't mention that Argo also had a magic coin similar to.
Oh yeah, I was waiting, but Grimlock was like, "This is mine now."
Oh man, this is awesome.
Now I have-
Now I have 2. That first one gave us a level up. What'll this one give us?
Level 20, speed run the campaign. Dave writes for 24 hours free.
We come back to the fucking to the camp looking like fucking pillar men. None of us are actually walking. We're just sliding along the ground, just like poses.
Imagine Argo's surprise when he comes back and he's like, "Wait, where's my fucking?"
Where's my
Bro, where's my people?
Also, who leaves that in their bed?
Argo.
Argo,
In a bedpost. Yeah, that's a little weird.
strange, isn't it?
He deserves
didn't
to
know
have
it
his
was
shit
there?
taken.
It's a weird looking one too. It's different than what Grimlock has. But yeah,
Oh, this coin
The coin is
different.
different.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become Argo.